of Chalale Shuluaf.
You want to say that again?
Like that.
Sorry,
Chalal
bless
Salah.
you.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Um,
A lot of apostrophes in the middle of the word.
yeah, I gave I went and I picked the least difficult to pronounce last name, and I picked that one. It's Bainray. Easiest one to pronounce in the entirety of the main city. What's the name of the main city? Menzo Baranzan.
Menzo. I thought it was a women-dominated society.
Yeah, you would think so.
Prince of Baranzan.
Menzo Baranzan
I think that city is in like Princes of the Apocalypse. Or no. The other one.
Out of the Abyss. It's an Out of the Abyss. Yeah. That's the biggest city in the Underdark. And I was like, it's more interesting if she is, I don't know, worse? If she's a worse person?
You gotta earn that redemption arc by doing evil. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're just, like, oh, my redemption for being slightly bad. It's like, no, you gotta be pretty fucking evil to get a good one.
Yeah.
I should send you my backstory. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you should have.
Oh, give me a second then. Because I decided to be extra and write a short story explaining why my character had to leave Neverwinter, or go to Neverwinter.
That's the best thing to do.
I wrote 3 short paragraphs and sent them to Julian, and that was the end.
You know what, Zach? You saw my fugue writing.
Yeah.
I wrote like the two, because there's the 2 paragraphs I sent you. That's like, what I like is the scene, but then it's like, there was a section I accidentally forgot to edit that was just fugue writing, just like whatever nonsense. Just...
Well, apparently I had a fever last night, and in whatever the fuck state I was, I got up at like 1 o'clock in the morning with ideas spinning in my head, and sat down at this computer and started writing, and didn't stop until about 6 hours ago. I've been running on coffee ever since.
That's how I write too. The casual writing? No. I need to do it like in a state.
My dogs busted into my room at 10 to 7 this morning. And
What a gift he is.
yeah. Yeah. No, but my dog busted into my room at like 6:45 this morning and took turns standing on me and the person that I was with until I got up to feed them.
Mother.
Wait,
Mother,
both of your
it's time
dogs?
for food.
No, just Lily. Moxie is afraid of him. Because Moxie's afraid of everything. But yeah, 50 pounds of Australian Shepherd in the bed before 7 a.m.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been your old man. Like fucking Malcolm could have just been like, yeah, I'm gonna sit
No,
in
he
your
did
hair
that. No, he did that too. He walked across us repeatedly. It was great. I was like, I bet you're glad that you decided to spend the night. Sorry. This is my life. I live in a zoo.
Harrison, please, you have to show up. I know he said we were gonna be late. Also, I got a bottle of wine, and my entire reasoning was it has a devil on it.
Perfect.
And it was like $10. and it's a Pinot Noir. I think I've heard Quinn say that one time. That was my actual reasoning. I was like, I've heard Quentin say Pinot Noir, and it's red, and there's a devil on it.
Pinot Noir was the flight I got in Austin when we went to that wine bar.
I drank a lot of wine that day. All right, I don't really remember the flavors. When you're Joseph and you have to sample everybody's fucking flights. I like the taste. You had the bubbly, right?
I had, I don't know.
Zach got the French wine flight.
That's right.
Was it the champagnes or was it just French wine?
No, it was just French wine.
Why are you guys all fancy bitches?
I'm jealous.
Yeah. We went to Austin and found a wine bar. I love Julian's retelling of it. He goes, "Oh, we're starting early, huh? Okay, never mind." No, he didn't know. Apparently, we're a little bit winos and lushes.
Damn it, that's the color. Why do all my characters wear dark colors?
Because you're edgy?
I need to request access.
To what?
Let me in. Let me in. All right, there we go.
How do I do that?
I sent a request via email.
Sent a request via the Temple of Request.
Joseph is a very straightforward storyteller with no real nuances. Subtlety is for people with degrees in this. I am not.
I need more coffee.
Ah, there we go.
Well, I think you probably have enough time to go get more coffee.
I don't have time to go all the way downstairs and use the magic bullshit my parents have.
Excuse you would think if it was magic bullshit it would be faster.
No, it's not, because they have this weird coffee machine that has to use your phone in order to operate.
The fuck did you just say to me?
It's not just buttons on the machine?
It's not buttons on the machine. It
His-
has...
His parents go out and buy like a $4,000 fuck off espresso machine.
Solely so
Dude.
you can use it.
Dude, just spend like $20 and get something to put in your room.
When I was living by myself, I spent $15 and got a French press.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that was like the greatest coffee I've ever had.
Hello, Juliet. I wonder if
Hey.
Harrison will show up.
How much mimosa, Julian? Tell me.
What's that?
How much mimosa? We need to know.
How much mimosa? What?
Yeah.
We had brunch.
You had brunch.
Oh, yeah. I typically don't. I typically don't drink in the morning. We're going to like 2 parties or something. It just wouldn't be a good idea to drink
Oh.
now and then maybe drink later. It's kind of.
A responsible, respectable adult.
I just really don't like hangovers.
Oh my god, dude.
You know what I mean?
It's a mimosa, not a whole party, friends. You could stop at one.
No, but you have one and then like you get the 3 p.m. sleepies. You know what I mean?
No, actually.
I get those every day at work.
I'm sorry. No, I don't know what that is.
It's not a hangover. It's just like, wow, I could not function for the rest of the day.
I'm just slightly sedated.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they're not 30 yet. They don't know.
Classic.
I'm so
I
young
know.
and operating off caffeine.
I've had the
Don't
same
know.
hangover since I started drinking.
Oh,
10
no.
years ago. They're all terrible. They're all bad. And if I get a hangover, I know I have to ask myself one question: what the fuck did I do last night? Because I don't remember.
I am to the age now where I will start to feel hungover before I finish drinking.
Oh
No.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 If this is like session drinking, I'm too old to do session drinking anymore. Like, yeah.
But the waffles were great.
Oh,
Thanks for asking.
like big fluffy Belgian waffles.
I had a pretty good Belgian waffle that came along with it. You know,
Ooh.
the place was called Syrup, so they had all different kinds of like fancy syrup.
Oh,
Fancy.
fancy.
Fancy
What
syrup.
did you get?
What's up? I'm basic bitch. I just got the vanilla maple. It's like premium. That tastes like
Like-
cupcake.
Real vanilla, real maple. Like,
Feels good. Feels good.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
basic, but that's high quality basic.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Sounds
bougie
expensive, basically.
Yeah, expensive basic, exactly.
basic. Bougie basic.
Yeah. Yeah, you know the richer you are, the more simple your shit is.
The more you pay for the same stuff, yeah.
Well, unless
Well, that
it's a
too.
coffee maker.
Unless it's a coffee maker, yeah.
Mm.
Well, why would you ever pay for something that makes your life more complicated?
Well, my
Oh
parents.
no,
used to
never
have-
mind. People get married.
Yeah, my parents used to have the whole like classic espresso machine where I had to actually learn how to make espresso with the thing that comes out, and you get the spiky thing, you move it around, and I liked that one, but it broke.
Mm. Should we all at Harrison? You
Yeah.
there? Okay.
I'm just eating.
just yells at him with a.
Also, bro.
Clear. Okay. If you guess that's how I get attention when I teach class too, you're correct. Hey.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. So, what happened last time, boys?
Sea
We
monster.
got attacked by a giant fucking sea monster, and
What happened?
I think most of us nearly died, but then we killed it,
Mhm.
and it threw up on the ship twice, technically. Once with cold, the second with gold,
Yes.
and
Poetic.
Thank you, and then we got really filthy, stinking rich.
Yeah.
We were on a boat for 7 goddamn days.
Gotta like
Mhm.
That's
We got-
how sailing works.
Yeah.
crab.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Gotta
You got
crab
a
submarine vehicle.
mechanical lobster, a mechanical
We got
lobster
a
submarine.
The
Correct.
mechanical lobster submarine, which I'm going to figure
Alright.
out how to pilot.
And
I put it in.
see how that works.
You all have access to the thing in your journals, so and everybody can move it around. It's an apparatus of call whatever. You please rename this lobster. Give this lobster thing a name, so I don't have to remember how to say that.
Giant enemy crab.
Perfect.
It's more like a friendly crab.
Giant friendly crab.
Giant friendly crab.
Perfect.
This is an insult to lobsters everywhere.
GFC.
GFC.
Make everything an acronym.
You know what? I'm doing it. All right, I'm editing it.
I was already doing it.
Oh, never mind. I'm just. Also, most important detail. Annette named her baby boy Cervantes, which is just
Yeah.
great. I just had to note that. Like,
Yes, she did. She's like, he might have gotten me imprisoned, but he also killed that asshole I was married to and got me out of there. Temporarily killed the asshole I was married to. She
Out of-
might not know. She might not know that he's not dead anymore.
Yeah.
mm,
Confirmed.
out of game note, Julian did say, "Do you mind if I cast magic on your baby?"
He did. He did see if he could cast calm emotions on the baby. I think.
Mm.
Is that what
was
you were gonna
very-
go for?
Very charitable of you to assume I was casting calm emotions.
What were you gonna cast on it?
No, I'm
No.
joking. That probably
don't
would
have-
have put it
Polymorph.
Yeah. He just cast he casts silence on the baby.
I know how to get rid of this problem.
There, no more screaming.
Banishment.
Oh, the baby pops out of existence.
I cast banishment on your baby.
It does go to a very safe demiplane, though.
It's true. It's true. I did not have an infant stat block ready, so
Rookie mistake.
I know, right? I gave you access to a baby and didn't anticipate that you were gonna try and cast spells on it.
Note to self: get baby stat block.
Get
Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of calendar wise, you don't know the outcome, but the race actually would have happened since you left.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, it could be Athkatla's on fire and the race didn't happen, but you don't know.
No,
Martial law.
we do not.
I hope it was martial law. All that preparation and for not.
Pretty easy way to find out.
Oh yeah, I literally have a reason to. I literally have a way to find out.
Yeah, you have a walkie-talkie to your girlfriend.
And I told you, I like literally, yeah. That's probably been used in these 7 days of boating.
Yeah.
Your real girlfriend or your fake?
No, the real one.
Your fake
Yeah.
high school girlfriend?
You had to have tiers of systems for this stuff.
For those familiar with Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
You have to have a A-team girlfriend and a B-team girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like systems.
Tier,
backup.
tier ranks. Yeah.
Redundant systems here.
Main
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
squeeze.
All right. So, I don't think there was anything else last time. You all met Fat Buddha.
Yep.
And tried to recruit Fat Buddha into your,
Well, I don't think they
Party.
tried to. I think that they discussed it in private.
they discussed whether or not they would.
I think they were trying to convince, like, Rosita to recruit her.
Rosita.
No,
Oh, no.
I remember asking.
Davriel. Whoops, wrong character.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh God, could you imagine? I mean, I feel like Rosita has a hard enough time in the other campaign.
April Fool's game. We just play the same campaign. We just switch characters.
Yeah, they were like, Davriel, you're charismatic.
God.
Recruit Fat
You know,
Buddha.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for this group, like in any way, shape, or form. If we switch characters.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just tell the story for you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Except everything's different now.
Ta-da.
I have all the power again.
Are we still on the boat docking?
Yes, you have reached the dock. Some of you have been to Waterdeep before. Some of you see the approach of Waterdeep and feel a real, genuine sense of trepidation. Because this was not a place that you thought you would or ever wanted to go back to. Or this is a place that you knew you were eventually going to end up. And what you do now that you're in this city may determine the course of the rest of your life. The course of the rest of several lives, in point. The docks are busy this time of day. You're rolling in mid-afternoon. And there are not so many merchants unpacking, though there are a few. You don't really see any fishermen. They would have come in already and unloaded their catch at dawn. Um, but there is this sort of busy, crowded squalor that you've seen at every dock you've ever been to. Um, and you disembark at the dock.
I have a
Um,
question.
yes.
So when we come into port,
Mhm.
is Captain Jack's ship visible?
Uh, yes, I would say that it is visible. Fat Buddha readily makes it out and sees it. Uh, the ship would have been docked at the, uh, I would say at the slip at the very end of the docks, probably the closest to be able to make a quick exit, and the one that was the least visible. So the best slip that he could bribe away from the harbor master.
All right, crew. It was a pleasure fighting alongside you. You were, especially you, and she points at Arson.
No problem.
Anyway, my captain's waiting for me down at the end of the docks there, so I'm gonna mosey on over there and probably get spanked.
You sure you wanna leave us? I mean, we could use some muscle like you.
How much do you pay?
I slowly look at Arsene with a look of concern.
Do we even have pay?
No,
we
you guys
have
don't have a
pay.
salary.
Yeah, we're
I
not
can
getting paid to
promise
do
you a
this.
401k.
What's a 401k?
I'm not explaining.
Also, are you guys sailors?
No.
No.
This is sounding like a shitty deal. I'm leaving.
As Fat Buddha disembarks from the egg salad, you feel the ship immediately buoy up in the water. Like there's an immediate difference in ballast. And she trundles her way down the dockyard, boards what is very clearly a pirate ship, like ostentatiously a pirate ship. And you hear the distant sounds of an angry Irish pirate.
Can I roll to see if they have to make a hot exit? Because
Yeah,
you know Jack.
yeah.
1 second.
Those things are thunder. Jeez. Arson, never invite more criminals to our group. We already have enough.
Sorry, I don't work with soft boys.
We already got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll find someone a little bit more, you know.
If it's low, they gotta leave fast. Oh, no, they're fine.
Yeah.
Jack's probably just screaming, "Where the fuck have you been?"
Yeah, they're just having a very loud discussion about when it is appropriate to accept a pigeon delivered booty call and when it isn't.
You know the pirate code, Captain. When doth thou receive a pigeon summoning, you must go immediately. For the parents shall return.
Gotta get the booty. That's really the pirate code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything for the booty.
Anything. Anything for the booty. So you all, after that, can disembark the ship. Annette has come on deck with you all. The captain and first mate are both there, and they are trying to get you the fuck off their ship because they don't want to stay in water deep any longer than they have to.
Waterdeep's an amazing city. Don't you want to stay here? Anyway,
I'm going to disguise self as an old man.
Okay.
Yes, disguise self. And
Okay.
I look like an old man
Out
in
of game.
some farm clothes.
had a game. Has anyone ever done that? Like ever? No.
Nope.
Disguise yourself as Cervantes.
I see our stranger next to me and our not stranger next to me. Go, ah! Pulls out a gun.
And I pull out a gun.
That's a
But
good
it's-
impression.
But it's just a minor illusion. In 6 seconds, it fades out of.
I would like to
I
go
wink
to
at
a
him.
mask shop. Because I can't do this forever.
Well, question: why do you need to be disguised? I mean, out of everyone here, I know the need for disguise, and I look like a half elf.
This is where I'm from, and I prefer not to be recognized here.
Understandable.
I'm not even from here, and I just prefer not to be recognized. But don't we have to drop off this Annette person to some place that would be, I don't know, safe before we start running errands?
Yes. I have a question. Does anybody have any contact or connection with the Harpers?
I don't.
I don't think I do either.
I could possibly see if I remember where a Harper den in Waterdeep might be, since I grew up here. History.
Roll a history check. You also need to roll your portent.
Oh, true. I'll do
Oh,
that.
did we get a long rest?
Yes, you were on a boat for 7 days.
I forgot to hit the long rest button.
Yeah, if you are currently down hit points, please hit the long rest button.
Thank you.
Um, I have to write down this real quick. So you're thinking about it. You're like, well, I think there's like an inn and tavern that you were pretty sure that you'd seen a Harper at before. You're like positive you've seen someone there wearing a Harper badge.
What?
It's been years, but
And
you're pretty
realities.
sure. And realities, yeah, separate reality. But you're pretty sure you recall lovely little tavern. It's got a speakeasy in the back. Yeah, seen some Harper badges there a time or two. Lots of bar fights also.
I relay that information.
All right. Well, I guess, any place for protection is better than no place for protection.
Who are these Harpers, and why do we trust them, or why do we,
Think the Harpers are like the Zentarum or the Xanathars Guild, but good guys. They got bleeding hearts. They help those in need, and they usually transfer information between cities. Usually in a way to hinder the Zentarum or the Xanathars Guild, or even sometimes the Shadow Thieves.
I'll pretend that I know what those other guilds are, but you know what? They sound like good people.
They're spies, but good.
They're good spies.
Good spies.
Like, good at it?
No,
Sometimes.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but
Depends on the Harper.
but also they're, bleeding hearts, help the weak, protect the innocent.
I usually just associate with radiant ones, but I guess I can make an exception.
Yeah. You would also, I would say, Ian, with that role, you remember what you can of the Harper's history, which is that their main base and the place where they generally train their spies is in Silvery Moon, which is a far distance from here. So you would be finding a offshoot or a couple of people in the city rather than a main hub of Harperdom.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe we should ask Annette if she has like a preference of who we leave her with.
Um, I was really just going to take the astronomical sum of money that Subri gave me and disappear. Generally speaking, I've found that with enough money, people don't ask you questions.
Yes, yeah. And I have a feeling that the Harpers would be great at it. Wait, didn't I spend most of that setting up her fake identity?
You were going to, yes. You and Davril would have been setting up um, a fake identity because Davril's got a forgery kit.
Right. Right.
So, are you? I know that Davril's proficient with forgery. What about you, Arson?
I am proficient with a lot of stuff: alchemist supplies, dice sets, disguise kits, dragon chests. Ah, forgery kit. Here we are.
Okay. So I'll say that you can decide. Y'all can roll separately, or one person can roll with advantage.
What are we rolling? Deception?
Uh, yeah, I'll have you roll deception.
Davril, is yours higher than mine, or?
I have a 10.
Okay, yours is higher than mine. Go ahead.
Okay. So
I have a
it goes-
9.
Yeah, roll
I'll
roll
take-
deception with advantage.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
24.
You manage to put together a set of papers and travel documents that make it look like Annette Salimchant is actually a young woman named Ada, and that she hails from the city of Neverwinter, um, and that she is the sole inheritor of her family's fortune in order to explain why she's carting around 15K in gold. Um, yeah, it looks really good.
All right, all right.
Uh,
Here are your papers. Here's your card. Here's your passport. Um, I guess this will all save you a bit on cash. Help you establish yourself here in Waterdeep. Do you want us
so,
to stick around with you until you find like a place, or nah?
please don't take this the wrong way, but I would genuinely prefer to never see any of you ever again.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
You know, I appreciate that you saved my life twice, if we're being honest, but trouble and misfortune seems to follow you around like a needy dog. And I would prefer not to have more of that in my life.
All right. Well, good luck on the path, Ada.
Thank you. So you can disembark with your ridiculous amount of money and magical goods that dragon spit up on deck. And the ship didn't fit on this map, so you've just gotten off the ship. A sneeze was coming, and then I muted so I didn't sneeze in the mic, and then no sneeze happened.
Mind over
This-
matter.
Yeah, apparently. So you are walking down the dock. Annette is sort of, Ada now is bringing up the rear and trying to sort of keep a little bit of distance from you all. You can arrange yourselves on the dock as you would like. And the second all of your happy asses disembark and Captain Lancelot rolls a barrel off the gangplank, somebody on the dock grabs it, secrets it away, and they are gone. They make the hot exit that Jack didn't have to make.
Oh.
And yeah, they are you notice did not pay any fees to the harbor master. They slipped in, let y'all off. It was sort of like they just didn't turn the car off and they let you off in a handicap spot and they were gone as fast as they could. And as you are taking in the docks, some of you for the first time, some of you for what you had hoped was a time that never was going to happen, you see waiting at the end of the dock near a warehouse. There's some offices in there, maybe. A figure. A male figure.
The triple R's, I presume. Arsene, Lars, Davril.
Do we know you?
No, you
Right.
don't, but you will very soon. Come with me. I have a carriage. I'm gonna. How would you guys like a good hearty meal?
I'm not gonna say no, but who? Could you at least give us a name real quick?
I'll approach closer and speak more quietly. As you look at him, you notice he is an older man, closer to his 40s, with a beard and cleanly ponytailed hair, a collared cloak, which is silk with nice embroideries, and underneath it you'll see similar noble attire. And he leans in and goes, "The Danny here informed me that you were coming. He said you might need some help in getting established here to do what you need to do and stay low. I told him I'd do this favor for you.
Alright.
My name is Victor Amadeus Wands. I'll be hosting you here in Waterdeep. Please make yourself at home."
Wands? Those wands?
You've heard of
The
our
Wands?
house? Yes, Victor Wands of House Wands. I am the eldest of the siblings.
Cool. Cool. Those ones. Awesome. I will whisper to everyone and just say, be on your best behavior. We're in front of one of the Lords of Waterdeep, so no robbing. And I point to Lars. No robbing.
I'm a changed man.
Sure you are.
I look to Lars. If he looks away at any point, Lars just like a look of like, we get an opportunity.
Y'all are like,
Just
It's a pleasure to meet you all in person. I've heard much of what you're capable of, and I think that our goals are much aligned in the work you're going to be doing going forward. But let's find a more comfortable place to have a conversation. Start walking down the dock.
okay. Who has the highest passive perception?
16.
Y'all don't really notice anything.
I don't like that.
You see people going about their day, dock hands. There are some people in armor, armed. There's a small group of children in the middle here playing. Human children. There's one. There's a couple of dwarf children, a gnome kid, a tiefling. They have a little weasel. They're chasing the weasel around and through the boxes and having a very lovely time. There's a lot of laughter. And I would say that you all make it to about here in walking out of that area. And You know, things might not have been as peaceful as you thought that they were here in the docks. Because as you slip past tiefling man in a helmet, you know, he stabbed Sebastian.
Oh, I got stabbed?
Well, we'll see. He's gonna try and stab Sebastian.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
That's a good question, does it? 14 is my armor class.
Yeah. So yeah, you are walking through the crowd and you just get shanked for 6 damage.
Like in the front or behind, or how did that?
Like kidney. Like you're walking past and he catches you like square in the kidney.
I kind of collapsed dramatically in front of my friends, drawing attention to myself.
Oh, it's the old Waterdeep hello.
Yeah, it's Riot Week.
Oh, classic.
Time for fight music.
Okay, so
Y'all didn't think you were scot-free.
The dream.
Oh, wait,
I mean,
it
I suppose you that's fair.
disappeared
could
into the
dream.
night.
It's not like these are wizards who probably have the means and methods through which to communicate information over great distances.
yeah, maybe disguising
Instantaneously.
myself as Cervantes is a bad idea.
It's possible. It is, in fact, possible that that was a bad idea.
I accidentally put a target on my back.
No, you can't know what you don't know.
It's true.
Okay. Go. Do we have any? Do. Oh, what's your dex, Lars?
That is +9.
You mean +5?
+5.
Okay. I was like,
I was trying to dig up some other information, and I was like, I quickly scanned, and I was like, saving throw. That's the same thing, right?
Okay. We're gonna have to do rollies. So roll a d20.
Well, I will win. Hopefully. Lose. Lose.
You do win.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. Any others? Victor, what is your dex?
It is 2. +2. Score is
Roll
15.
a d20. Roll a d20.
Rollies.
D20, you say?
Yeah. Okay. She rolled a natural 20.
Whoa.
God damn it. Okay. Why are there so many ties today? I was like, we'll just do some fun fights. Give you a water deep hello. Everybody has the same. Everybody is the same. What is your dex, Sebastian?
It is 18 +4.
Okay. No rollies this time.
Well, I mean, he was too busy getting shivved.
That's true. Yeah, sorry. The tiefling fellow has a +11 to stealth.
Sometimes you just get shanked, you know what I mean?
Sometimes you get shanked. Yeah. Okay, so, Arson, it is your turn.
How tall is this little building to my immediate right? This one.
That one, I'd say, like, the edge of the roof is probably about 7 feet up. Peak of the roof probably is about, 12.
All right, so I'm gonna spend 10 feet and get up there,
Okay.
and then move to about the peak of the roof to be 12 feet above everything, so I could see everything. Pull out
Okay.
my heavy crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot the guy that stabbed Sebastian.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Little redemption there.
Huh. The tiefling looks at you, and his eyes flash red for just a moment, and he's gonna use Unstoppable and reduce that damage to 0.
Oh. Cool. Cool. I'm shoot him again. That one's 22.
That does hit.
He takes 17 piercing damage, not sneak attack, because I put sneak attack in the crit.
Because how would you have known?
Yeah, yeah, and doubly. No, wait, I had to do that before I shot. I am then going to use my Master of Tactics bonus action, and put the basically a help attack action on that tiefling. The next person to attack that tiefling has advantage.
Okay.
I basically just yell out, "Somebody kill that guy!" And that is my turn.
Yo, this one, he's bad. I shot him real good and he made it not. Fix it.
All disappear.
Davril, it's your turn.
Do I see anyone else trying to look like they're about to shank anyone, or is it just this two?
Make me a perception check. This little gnome chick is looking a little sus.
Alright. I'm just gonna yell like, Lars, watch out for that one. That one's problem. That one. Right there. But I'll focus on this one then. According to Arson, I'm gonna strike at them. This at advantage. So 20.
That hits, yeah.
So 11 points of damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and also throw on Booming Blade for this, so it's about to get loud.
Okay.
So an additional 1 point, and then if they move, they take 8.
Okay. I can do math. Wait, I don't think I can do math. There we go. Spoke too soon. Okay.
Then I'll do my second attack. No? Let's see. 16.
16. It hits.
Sweet. And then that is just a 21. That's positive. Take off the 3, so 11.
11. Okay.
Or, sorry, that's after. So it's 7. They have to make the save. I believe at the beginning of the turn.
Right.
For the whole wounding stuff.
Yes. And they should have 2 wounds. So 2 and 6. Okay.
And I'm going to, while I was saying to watch out for the known to Lars, I'm going to give him a mark conversion as a bonus action as well.
Ooh, what's that D?
D6.
Could have phrased it better. Could have phrased it worse, actually.
Yes.
That's it for me.
All right. Let's see. Arson, does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take... Hold on, where's sneak attack? There you are.
Oh, fuck, I should have hit.
You will take 8 piercing damage, 15 sneak attack damage, and I need you to make me a con save.
Cool. 8 plus 15 is
23.
23. And a con save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm good at those. Unless I roll a 5. 12.
Ooh. You take 15 poison damage also.
Oh, fuck.
But you are not poisoned.
What hits me and what happened? Or who shot me?
It's a crossbow bolt. And it came from this half-dragon over here.
You son of a bitch.
He sees you make eye contact with him, and he fires again.
Oh,
For-
fuck.
An 18?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, make me another con save.
23.
Good job. Good job. So you take 6 piercing damage and 6 poison damage.
Ow.
And that is double check. They're going to scoot over here and attempt to hide as a bonus action. You're pretty sure you can't see that dragon anymore. Okay. Ian, it's your turn.
I'm just going to step up in front of you. How wounded are you, Sebastian?
Not very.
Just a little prick.
Yeah, I was being dramatic.
All right.
I was being
In that case, I'm just going to. Well, I'm an old man. I'm gonna shuffle my way over there and hold out an old little finger, and boop the tiefling with a little shock.
A little shock. Boop. Boopy doopy. Yeah, the 24 hits.
So that is 15 lightning damage,
Cool.
and he doesn't get a reaction, I think.
Right. Okay.
And that'll be it.
The tiefling will look at you. Just like, old man.
That was impolite.
You're the one who entered a fight that you had no part of.
You just stabbed a young man in the road. What do you mean? It's up to elders to teach the old whippersnappers like you a lesson.
I was looking for him, though. You've just made a very grave error.
Well, shit.
Okay. So now it's this lady's turn. Where's she at? There she is. And she's gonna... Oh. A young woman comes barreling out of the alley. And... is gonna stab this old man. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 9 piercing damage. She's gonna stab you a second time, for another 7 piercing damage. And then she turns invisible.
What is it with the young people in this town?
Alright, Lars.
A random old man that I do not know. Do you need healing?
I'm okay.
All right. Healthcare? More like I don't care. Disengage. I'm going up this fucking building. 'Cause That's where Arson's decided to live. What is it to climb up this building, movement-wise?
It'll be half. So it'll be double. So that's 12. 12 feet to get onto the roof.
That's 3 of my blocks. Okay, 4 blocks then. All right. I'm just gonna shoot this man. I was told to shoot this man, and I'm just gonna shoot him. Oh shit.
Miss.
No. I have the power of the D.
Yes, with the power of the D, you do in fact hit.
I think I get sneak attack bonus or sneak attack damage, right? Because somebody's next to him.
You
Power
do,
of D compels you.
That'll be my next chant.
He's gonna use Unstoppable again and take no damage from that.
Does that require a reaction?
Oh, it does. He doesn't have it. Never mind. He'll take that damage.
What the hell? Unstoppable.
3 times a day, he can reduce the damage it takes from an attack to 0.
Interesting. That's gonna be fun.
Cool.
All right. That's my action. And I can't cast a spell as a bonus action, right?
Not unless it says bonus action.
I
Like
know how to
Shield of
play
Shield of Faith is a bonus action spell, so you could shoot somebody and Shield of Faith somebody else, or
I'm gonna
Healing
say-
Word somebody.
I'm gonna healing word Arson. My word is just D. It's not even the full word. It's just D. I just like say D when I look at Arson.
Okay, thanks. Wait, heal. Thank you. I should
Power
probably
of
put-
Lythander tells you to make a dick joke. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
God
Cool.
spoke to me.
Ad said dick jokes are funny. Perfect. It's the tiefling's turn. So. Ooh. So. Davril,
Yes.
you really stabbed the fuck out of this guy. So he turns and looks at you, and his eyes flash red and swirl, and for a moment you swear that instead of irises, he has just these endless pools of blood for eyes. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Creepy. Wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
Is he casting a spell?
No.
Okay.
Well, that is a good old natural one.
You're
no.
stunned until the
Oh,
end of
no.
your next turn.
Ah, this is a predicament.
Idea.
Yeah, not ideal. And then he's going to... He's gonna stab you.
You can do both of those things. What a jerk.
He can do that and stab twice, in fact.
Wow. What a jerk.
25 to hit, 9 piercing damage.
Yeah, that is.
And
Oh, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
listen, this thing has a feature I'm not even using, so
Don't stop till you get enough.
yeah. No, I could make you vulnerable to the piercing damage.
Oh no.
Oh, shut up now.
I just got up this roof. Please don't make me come back down the roof.
And then he's just gonna turn and he's gonna stab the old man. 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
8 piercing damage. He stuns Davril, and he whips out 2 daggers, and when you look at the daggers, they have a deep channel down the middle of them, as if they are meant to collect blood, somehow. These are daggers that look very specific to bloodletting, rather than just piercing damage. And he stabs both of you, and when he flicks the daggers off, there's no blood on them at all. Now it's the sussy little gnome's turn.
He needs to make a con save.
Oh,
for
that's
the
right, he
welding effect.
does. Thank y'all. He takes 6 damage from that.
Okay.
He takes full damage. Yeah, he does that and flicks the blood off, and then you have the last laugh because, you know.
I try to laugh when I'm stunned.
Yeah, you try to laugh, but you're stunned. Sussy little gnome's turn. Where are you at? There it is. She's going to cast Claws of the Grave at Davril.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Claws of
Uh,
the grave.
Claws of the Grave, that's a natural 20.
I can't do a reaction while I'm stunned.
You cannot.
Okay, then yeah, that definitely.
Oh, this is a spell.
This one is a spell.
Do I want to do the thing? You are stunned. It does seem like this would be. Yeah, you counterspell it.
Alright, the sussy little gnome reaches out her hand, and for a moment, these spectral claws appear in the air, and you saw a future in which Davril took 12 necrotic damage from this attack, but instead nothing happens, and she looks upset. And that's her turn. Hey, Lars.
Yes.
Please hold this arcane burst for me. Oh, that misses.
I am blessed by the thunder. Also, I'm on top of a building.
So it's coming from over here. So is she.
Didn't we kill her?
No, this is a different creepy elf girl.
The same token.
No, it's they look very similar. I think she was wearing the other one was wearing slightly different armor.
Yeah. I guess,
But it's almost like maybe they're related.
Canon.
24 to hit. Lars.
I was like, flew too close to the sun. Yeah, that hits.
23 necrotic damage.
Oh!
And
I'm gonna need healing next turn.
Victor.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Oh, okay. What? She can shoot twice?
She can do it 3 times.
Oh my god. Yeah, that will hit.
You know, running is always an option. That's 17 necrotic damage.
Right.
Running was never an option.
I don't believe it. My ego won't allow it.
And boop. Now it's your turn, Victor.
Holy shit. Victor will, you'll see out of his sleeve, as he raises it beyond his cloak, a wand will pop out, and he'll aim it at the ocean and begin to cast a weave as the water rises up and rushes over the land, and I'm going to cast Wall of Water to separate us from the ranged characters.
Okay.
How fucking useful.
And it's going to, the water will rush out 60 feet long and rise up 20 feet high. which hopefully is tall enough to protect people on the rooftops. If not, you could drop down.
That changes my
Yeah.
ideas.
Good
Yeah.
play. It's okay. I want you
Um,
to shoot this other person.
How wide is
It is 5 feet wide.
this? Okay.
Where are you
Because
gonna?
there is, a group of children playing in the middle.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
kids.
Yeah, it
I
should
didn't
be.
know.
It doesn't do damage. It would just.
Gunshots around them.
It hasn't been their turn yet. They're going at the end of the combat. These are not combat. These are children.
Non-combatants, but also
Yeah.
where are you putting it?
So it's gonna go right along here. If you can see that.
Joseph says, "I don't care about the children."
Well, I guess I
Lars might say
can.
something different.
I can actually just do this instead. Out 60 feet.
Like that?
Made it green, so I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can barely
my,
see it.
My color is green, apparently.
There.
Precisely.
Get out of here.
So
There we go.
I'll rush the water out that way, and then I will click my heels together, and wings will unfurl from my boots, and I'll start flying in the air up next to Arson.
You could fly.
I just fly up, arms crossed. You don't know the half of what I could do, and I just end my turn there.
Okay. A note for later. For me for later. Does Wall of Water do damage to the things that it goes through?
No, it does not.
Okay. Cool. I was just wondering how much property damage you were going to be
So
responsible for.
all this will do is impose disadvantage on attacks that tried to go through the wall.
Through it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alrighty. Sebastian, it's your turn.
I collapse dramatically to the ground, not quite prone, but trying to play dead for a moment so that I can assess the situation. Realize that there's a tiefling who, not only did they stab me, but refuses to take damage, and then a sussy little gnome behind us as well. And I will, as I emerge from my dramaturgy, twin spell hold person on the both of them.
The sussy little gnome and that guy. Let's see.
Yeah.
Sussy little gnome, that's not her. Here she is. What save? Dex save?
It's a DC 17 wisdom save.
Wisdom save, thank y'all.
No.
She does not have advantage on that. That's a 2. So the sussy
Okay.
little gnome is held. I'm gonna put the net on her for that. The tiefling does have advantage on this.
Interesting.
And he rolled a 20, so he is not held.
All right. Give me 1 second. Just making sure I'm checking everything off over here because you got to bounce around a little bit. All right, and then we use my bonus action to try to telekinetically shove them away from me.
The
5
tiefling.
feet. The tiefling, yeah. And that is a strength save of 16.
He makes it.
Woo! This guy.
He has a +5 to strength and dex.
Yeah, no, they are no slouch.
They are
I-
also very nearly dead.
Ah. Alright. I am going to try to... Actually, well, this might work out. I'm going to try to move away from them and in between these two little houses
Okay.
for my movement.
Ian, does he not have reaction until the end of your turn? Until your next turn, or until he has another turn?
Until the start of its next turn.
Okay, so he does have his reaction back.
But if he uses it now, then he can't use another unstoppable thing. So
Oh.
I'm willing to flip a coin on that one.
Let's see if he's smart enough to make that call. Nope. He's gonna stab you. And misses. That's a 10.
Oh.
That does miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So and I'll go open season. 3 crits on the one that's being held.
Excellent.
So as a condition of the paralysis, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So
Yes.
I'm gonna get close and personal. And
Does that include
Also-
spell attack?
the creature automatically fails any strength or dex saving throws, though. If you wanted to use something that required those, they automatically fail. And they're also incapacitated, which is pretty neat too. Wow, whole person broken.
Yes.
And that's my turn.
Okay, wonderful. As you're running away from this tiefling who tries ineffectually to stab you, you can see all of the wounds on this man, and none of them are bleeding. He is stabbed and rent and has been shocked, and he's not bleeding.
That's not good.
Is he an illusion? Is there some undeadness to him? I don't know. It's not my turn anymore.
Nope. So this guy, he's going to gather the children and he's going to get them to leave. He's a very shitty babysitter, but they all manage to scurry away, and
Get them kids out of there.
you managed to pass the don't AoE the children to death test.
I didn't think we would need that test.
Believe me, I tried, but I don't have an AoE.
And all of the dock workers are just going to run out of the line of fire to the end of the dock. Like, hopefully that just stays over there. These are seasoned
What about
water
that one?
deep. That one is. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go this way. Please don't stab me or anything while I run away. Here, I've got the wife and kids, please.
Run faster, damn it!
they just hands up like this and like crab walk sideways away. Please do not do the murder on me. I would appreciate it.
Have I been
alright.
riding the crab this entire time?
I guess you could have. You would have to get it out of wherever it's at.
Yeah, good point.
And then you have to like put its legs out, otherwise you're just sitting in a barrel.
Yeah, never mind.
Because it doesn't have any movement speed if it's a barrel. Because it's a barrel.
Barrels.
Not moving.
Yeah. It is your turn, Arson.
All right. I am going to move. Not draw. Damn it. I'm going to move this way. I'm still on the roof, right? So I'm not within 5 feet of this person.
Correct.
So I want to get down just to be within 5 feet. And I have crossbow expert, so I don't get disadvantage when I shoot my crossbow at somebody within 5 feet of me.
Dope.
Oh.
And I'm gonna put the end of it in their face.
Please do.
All right.
Brutal.
Just roll double roll double damage.
Advantage. I guess 18 to hit, auto crit does.
Yeah, how do you kill her?
It's just literally I'm holding the crossbow with one hand, and then I just put the end against her eye, and into her face.
I feel my concentration on my spell lapse, and then I just look around the corner to see if she broke out of it. Like, oh nope, she's dead.
Yeah. As she falls, you see that she had a flail at her side, and the end of the flail is a skull.
I'm gonna pick that up. Can I use an item interaction to just pocket that?
Sure. You have
Yeah.
a skull flail in your inventory.
Skull flail in my that's mine now. And then I'm going to reload the crossbow and who's looking worse for wear? Oh, I'm gonna bonus action give Davril some some temp HP. You get. Oh, why did it roll a d20? You're supposed to get. You get 7 temporary HP. As I rally you, and then I'm going to shoot the tiefling.
Okay.
17?
Yeah, 17 hits.
17 hits, and
How do you kill him?
I think who's he focusing on? Is he focusing on Davril or whoever?
On Davril. Yeah.
On Davril, and then he's gonna stare at Davril, and all of a sudden a bolt comes into his neck, but he doesn't move. He's just sitting there standing, and then blood pours out of the wound, and he reaches up and touches it, looks at his hand, bleeding, and then just crumples onto the ground.
That's what would happen if there was any blood. Instead, he does the same sort of thing and sort of feels at his throat, and it's almost worse that he's not bleeding. It's worse. Like, you've killed a lot of people. You've killed a lot of people, and he should be bleeding a lot. But all of the blood that's poured out of your friends seems to have been absorbed by someone or something attached to this person. And then he crumples.
I have a feeling we should make sure he's dead after this fight. Just, double tap.
Okay.
And that is my turn. I'm gonna keep my action surge for later, and I've already used my bonus action, so I can't second wind.
Alrighty. Davril, it's your turn.
I am stunned.
No, you would not be stunned anymore because he's dead.
Oh, okay.
My man be dead.
Alrighty. Let's see, just those two left. I'm going to. Okay, bonus action or not. Okay, it is. So I'm going to use my elemental gift and fly up 30 feet above the wall so that I can see this person. Now I don't have disadvantage to fire Eldritch Blast at them.
Okay.
So 21 and 26.
Yes, those both hit. Which one? I might have been trying to populate a map that you're going to next. Which one were you pointing at?
Oh, sorry, this one.
Okay, creepy lady. Excellent.
Creepy lady. So 12 on the first one and 6 on the second.
All right. Boop. There we go.
That is it for me.
Yeah, she takes both of your eldritch blasts, like, to the chest. And she didn't like that, but looks relatively unscathed. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Then the half-green dragon assassin is going to run across here and jump and use all of his movement to get there.
Oh shit!
Holy crap!
That's he bonus action dashed and then main action dashed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Ian, it's your turn.
I will do a 3rd level catapult of just whatever's on this dead person right here going that way.
Just throw that dead person.
Just the whole ass dead
Yeet.
person.
The whole
The whole gnome is going that way. Okay, cool.
I just fired the bolts again.
Alrighty. Is this the right one?
This-
It is. What's the save?
16, I think.
This is how wizards hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
That's an 18.
Okay.
Do they take half?
No,
Save max?
just
No?
misses
Just
them.
miss. Perfect. It's a gnome. She ducked. But she's visible now. And her
Wonderful.
friend. And her friend is over there now. And she is going to. Well, she's gonna try and stab you. 18,
18 hits.
7 piercing damage, and another 7 piercing damage. And then she is going to scoot, and she's gonna look at everybody, and then she's going to go invisible, and she's gonna try and run. So she's invisible and is just. You could take attacks of opportunity if you would. So like, Davril.
I'm up in the air, so I can't.
Oh, that's right, you are. I'm gonna have to invest in the little fly tokens. Oh, god damn it, I gave you a carpet of flying too. I really have to invest in little fly tokens. Okay.
Do not hit her.
No. No. Ooh, let's see. Maybe Poppy can hit her.
Unarmed strike.
I don't have a weapon.
You should. Are you?
Poppy
I'm an
bites
old
her.
man.
Poppy bites her and does 1 damage. But she is visible now.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you not have a Warcaster? No. Alright.
I thought you could use cantrips without Warcaster.
No, you need Warcaster in order to use
That's
cantrips.
very sad.
Yep. But yeah, Poppy made her visible again.
Go Poppy.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a +7 to hit. Does 1 damage. You know. Okay, Lars, it's your turn.
Lars peeks over like the roof and just Sebastian. Do you need
Yes?
help?
Define help.
Are you gonna die?
No! Kill them! I'm fine.
Alright, disappears back.
It's the most angry I've ever seen Sebastian.
He's annoyed that I would try to heal him. How dare I? I'm gonna cunning action hide in this bush.
Okay.
Or tree, actually. I'm on a roof.
Okay. Roll stealth. Yeah, you feel pretty damn hidden.
I'm gonna shoot the fleer.
Okay. Shoota. That does not hit.
All right. Bonus action. You just hear the bush say, "Faith," and just heals. God. All right. There we go. And is it for my turn?
All right. This fucker's dead. This fucker's dead. She's not dead though. Let's see. She'll get on the barrel here. And she'll get to there. And that's all she can do. Okay, Victor, it's your turn.
Okay. This water ball is becoming less and less useful. It served its purpose. For the one running doesn't seem to be as much of a threat. Those two, however, are conveniently placed. So what I'm going to do is I will move my wand over to that side of that building. And beneath them, if they look down, they'll notice that the wood is like having a sweeping change on it. Or the tiles, rather, of the ceiling. And they're kind of looking to like they're becoming stone. They're transmuting. And I will cast... where it was just here. Erupting Earth.
Oh.
So it like sweeps over, becomes stone, and then just explodes upward.
Ooh. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's make a deck save. John, a successful one. Okay, so the assassin passes and takes half damage. And the necromancer is gonna take all that. Takes the whole thing. She takes the blast of stone and earth to the face, and then just nose bleeding, spits out gravel.
Ugh.
Anything else?
From there, my boots activate, and I will float down to take cover behind the building here on the ground.
All right.
If I can find a good spot. Right there.
Okay. Excellent. Sebastian.
Okay, I'm going to peek around this corner. Do I see anyone? Is she still invisible?
She is not invisible because Poppy bit her.
Noted. Okay. I am actually... I want to cast Hold Potion on them as well, actually.
Okay.
I feel like if they're fleeing, then it would be nice to have at least one person to interrogate.
All right.
I can bring them back if they're dead.
They're way more convinced.
We should just kill the other two, and keep that last one alive.
Yeah, I don't really have the other two in a line of sight that I'd be aware of where that they are. But coming around that corner, I'd at least be able to see her.
She fails.
Neat. And as a bonus action, I will use my telekinetic shove to pull them closer to us by 5 feet.
Okay. Bloop. Or diagonal. You want to end up here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I I'll walk over and I'll stand next to them in the visage of Cervantes.
Okay. Excellent. This guy successfully gets all of them out of here. Arson, it's your turn.
All right.
Incapacitate this one for me. Don't kill her. Just
I have no way to knock him out. I don't have, bolts that are blunted. I should probably get blunted bolts, but I don't have those. But I'm gonna
sure
move.
they have plenty of health left, right?
Yeah, maybe.
You can
Maybe.
shoot them in non-lethal ways.
I'm gonna move over into here and bonus action hide.
Okay.
And then I'm just vanish into the alleyway, and then you see just a slight glint of maybe a scope, and I'm going to attack the Dragonborn assassin. Fuck it, 4 times. I'm using action surge.
Okay. Alrighty.
Don't forget advantage if you're stealthed.
Advantage for the first shot because I'm stealthed. That is 16 or 28 to hit.
What, you can't maintain stealth after shooting one time? Outrageous.
If you just shoot them all at once.
Yes, that hits. Yes.
That hits, and then I'm gonna shoot him again, not with advantage.
Just get a gun with 6 barrels.
Misses.
Precision attack, because I'm a sore loser. Add a D8.
Yeah, that hits. You were 1 off.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
7. Add 7 to that. Also, does that add precision attack? Add the damage. You expend 1 spirit to add the roll after. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't add damage. He just takes 17 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then third attack. 26.
Yeah.
And then final attack. And I'm gonna make this one a tripping attack.
Okay.
So he needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 16. And I add a D8 to the damage.
He fails.
Alright, and he is prone now.
He's actually dead now.
Oh.
He,
Damn it.
he is dead.
I
And
imagine,
he rolls off of the roof and just goes.
I imagine what happens, he's like on the other side of the roof, the one opposite, he lifts his head up and then suddenly face full of bolts.
Yeah. Yeah, he slides off of the roof, just like porcupine face full of bolts.
I fired 4 bolts. 2, 3, 4. Gotta keep track of my ammunition. And then, is there a way I can get cover in this alleyway? It's like move.
Presumably you could move back a little bit and get more cover.
I'll move back and get as much cover as I possibly can. And
Okay.
that is my turn.
All right. Davril, it's your turn.
Let's see. I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fly on over. I'm just gonna go. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to have her make a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty.
As I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Wisdom. She rolls an 18.
Okay, so that's a success, but she will still take 60. So half of 23.
Whew. All right. Yeah, she reaches up and holds her ears for a moment as the dissonant whispers ring through there, but she manages to shake it off.
And then I will look to Sebastian. That was a good job. Good job capturing her. And I'll give you a mark of inspiration. And that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. He dead. Ian.
Is this one hurt at all?
She is missing the singular hit point from Poppy biting her.
Right.
She could get knocked out.
But she could get up again.
Yeah. She also can turn invisible. So it might be hard to keep her hostage.
We'll just knock her out, tie her up.
Alright.
A little hogtied. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're invisible if you're hogtied.
I will give her a little shock then.
Where'd my prisoner go? I'm around here somewhere.
That 15?
Yeah.
11 lightning.
Yeah, but she's actually, incapacitated, so that's actually 22 lightning damage.
Oh,
Jeez.
You reach out and taser this woman. And you hear as this happens, she's paralyzed already, but you hear her back molars crack as her jaw seizes up even more.
Oh.
Nice.
I need those little dental work.
Yeah.
that's my turn.
All right. It's her turn. I think she gets to make a save.
At the end of her turn.
Yeah, at the end of her turn. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Lars, it's your turn.
Do I have line of sight on that one? The elven one?
From the tree/roof, yes.
Outstanding. Alright, I'm going to stealth. See. Okay. Is that good? Is 20 good?
Yeah.
I just have to make sure. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, 25 hits.
I was aiming for
26 hits.
Okay. 14 damage.
Alright. Do-do-do-do.
There's a sniper in the trees.
And he's
The
green.
The shot rings out, and she takes the first shot and just looks like she's going to try to reflexively drop to her stomach.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right. Dead. Her turn. She's going to look around, and she is going to read the writing on the wall. Well, maybe. Let me look at what this does. She is going to she thinks about running, but what she is instead going to do is cast a spell centered out in the ocean. Oh my god.
I don't like that.
Out in the ocean? What's out in the ocean?
Water.
Okay.
She summoned a Leviathan!
So I need everybody to make me a
Breaking the crap.
Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spell?
It is, but you are not within 30 feet of her.
But I am.
Count
You
this.
are. Okay.
Tell me about that shit.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
What level is this? What level is this counter spell at?
4.
You need to roll.
Okay, so I might not be able to couch all this. Okay.
God damn it. I hyped me up too much. for
18.
that.
Okay. That I think is enough. Let me double check to make sure that I am. Yeah, that is. You had to roll a 16.
Oh my god.
You had to roll a 16.
This
So-
is how we die.
She didn't cast Circle of Death.
Oh, thank God.
What is that? I don't even
I
know
don't
what
want to
that
know.
is.
I mean, so that happens, and then she's like, toodaloo, and jumps off. She's gonna jump off the roof
Hey,
onto
no.
these crates back
Get back
here.
here.
We'll see her again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's running. Because she was like either gonna cast Dimension Door or Circle of Death, and you counterspelled that, and she's like, well, I'm just using my feet then.
Holy moly.
Okay. I'm so upset. I really wanted that Circle of Death to go off.
I'm not letting her get away. I'm not letting her get away.
Okay.
I fly up over this building, and I flick my wand at her, and the earth beneath her rises up and tries to grab onto her. Earthen grasp.
Okay.
I hope she's good at strength.
She's a wizard.
Oh, hold on. Am I actually in range? Yeah, I am. Just barely. Holy crap.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, she fails.
So
She
then
fails.
she is restrained, I believe. And is restrained for the spell's duration. She will take the
Yes.
2d6 damage. And then each round she can roll to succeed. But she's stuck.
Okay. She takes.
Oh, it has to use its action every round, so it's not just an automatic save.
Right. Math. Okay.
Leave no witnesses.
All right. Sebastian.
How is our prisoner looking after getting tased pretty good?
Death's Door-ish.
Okay.
She's looking a little cooked. You can hear, her shattered molars sizzling inside her mouth.
Ew.
Eat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we don't want that. I want them to be restrained. So let's see. Is there a way we could knock them out that would not kill them?
Do you
If
also
you had a
suffer from-
singular strong, you could do that, but no one in here has that.
You suffer from soft boyism?
Is it possible to use a cantrip to knock them out?
What's the cantrip?
I was just going to go for Mind Sliver.
Psychic. Yeah. You know what? Sure.
See what happens. It's
Firebolt.
Soft boy syndrome.
it's an intelligence saving throw.
No.
So it would do all of 5 psychic damage.
Yeah, she's unconscious.
Okay, neat. Dope. And I'll just use my bonus action to disarm them.
Okay. They have a dagger on them, a singular one. It looks an awful lot like the dagger that stabbed you in the kidney, which looks more like a flechette than anything else, like specifically made for bloodletting of some kind. and she has been effectively disarmed.
Yeet. Then that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Arson.
All right. I am going to. Did I see that person run for
From
it?
where you are? No.
Yeah. No. Well,
No.
I'm just gonna run out and go. All right. We got an unconscious person here. What the fuck's going on? Anybody? Any other combatants that we need to take care of?
Yep. One more.
Ah, great. Point me in that direction.
I will go in that direction.
All I need is line of sight. I'm going to bonus action. I have destroyed my bonus action economy with this build I have. I'm going to bonus action dash. So I used 10 feet. I now have 50 feet left. Can I see her from there?
From there? No. I would say the corner of the. You could see. She would have. I would say she would have half cover.
Yeah.
I would say she would have half cover from there because of the corner of the building and the tree. You could make the shot through the tree.
All right, I will try and maybe use persistence check if I miss. So if she has cover, I'm just gonna make the shots. First shot.
30. Thing is, I might
12.
leave on this side.
Or 24.
I have all
Yeah,
of
that hits.
details written in here.
Alright. She takes 25 damage, and then second shot.
Super half.
She. Okay. Yeah. She is dead.
Wow.
Would you like to kill her?
Alright, just. Whew.
Well, I guess
And her limp body is just hanging in this rocky grasp.
she's now in just like a soil coffin.
Yeah, she's been entombed. And I would say that we are out of combat.
You know what? I should have known the wizards would have sent some people after us.
Yeah, but right as soon as we got off the boat, they couldn't let us settled a little bit.
An institution as powerful as the Cowled Wizards has reached beyond just their own city walls. Let's clean up these bodies and make sure that we leave nothing behind, if possible. I'm going to. I have a carriage. Let's throw them in my carriage.
What?
Hurry up! You don't have the guards are going to be on their way here soon.
Alright, loot the bodies.
Okay.
Does anyone have any rope? I find that hold person's dependable when someone is unconscious, but I can't hold it forever.
Oh, I got some rope.
Tie this one up for me if you don't mind.
Alright. Whoop.
Good night.
Okay. So, if you loot the bodies, you will find 158 gold. You also find the tiefling guy and your prisoner both have the flechette daggers on them. Oddly enough, you do not see any emblems of the Cowled Wizards on them. Nor on... Well, she's sort of been broken into tiny pieces. Or on the gnome, though. They do have... insignia hidden upon their persons, however.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't suppose any of us would recognize the insignia.
Well... Make me a religion check.
Religion. I'm not half bad at religion, but Ian, are you good at that? We're about the same.
So you're looking at these, you think for a minute, and you're like, shit. Well, your realities slide against each other for a moment, and it's not the insignias so much that you recognize. It's like Arson is adjusting stuff in his pack, and you see that skull flail. And you realize that the only people you've seen in the 2 timelines that you've been through that use flails tipped with skulls have been acolytes of Merkel. And once you make that connection, you look at the tiefling who didn't bleed, and you look at your prisoner, and you realize that they are both acolytes of Baal. The tiefling was a death's head of Baal. And this one here is a lower level individual. Not nearly so strong with murderous spellcasting.
The fuck did you guys do to piss off the dead 3?
Not be murderers?
I'm not familiar with how these individuals would be connected to the situation that we're in.
Well, when this one wakes up, we can definitely ask them.
Are
Well,
these...
We got,
Sorry, what?
I was gonna say, we got, what were the Ball and Merkel? We're just missing Bane. And
If you search the wizard, you will find that they are have. Make me an Arcana check. Look at their component pouch and see what's up. Yeah, this bench is a necromancer. And as you're going through the component pouch, you find 5 little, 5 miniature skeletons, like this big, almost like seeds. And you look at them, and you realize that these are used to summon undead. And she does have on a emblem of the Cowled Wizards. She's not wearing a cowled robe because, you know.
Are these crates around particularly heavy? Like either over here or here?
The ones in back of the building are mostly empty. I would say.
If they're empty, I would tell everybody, come here. I have a plan. And I begin trying to move the crates aside temporarily, like just putting them aside from where they were. Mm-hmm. And then I take out my wand and I aim it at the ground, and I immediately just begin shoveling out and moving and molding the dirt into about 5 foot deep graves. And I begin throwing bodies in them, and then I move the crates back on top.
Wonderful. You shape earth, build the grave.
you know, I shouldn't be surprised that you know how to hide bodies very well, considering you're a wand. But yeah.
I won't deny. We have laws here, unlike Othkatla, and we have to work around them. But yeah, each body just gets its own grave real quick as I can quickly excavate and then refill it to make it look relatively normal, and then I just put the crates on top to hide the missing grass.
Mr. Wand, what do you say we do with our friend? You say you're taking us somewhere, but is there space for them too? Maybe a nice room with no windows?
We could take them to the estate.
How about a chest big enough to put them in?
A chest big enough to put them in.
You mean for like
It would.
transportation's sake?
Well, I guess we could just take one of these like crates. I mean, they're fairly empty, right? They're big
I
enough.
mean, could we not just toss him in the harbor?
No, not like.
I think we're gonna like interrogate them somewhere safe.
Yeah, just so they don't know where we're going and they're uncomfortable while they're going over there.
You know what? I have pull in some places. Let's go to one of my stomping ground bars, and we can rent a room there,
All right.
or a tavern rather, an inn. I will go to an inn I'm familiar with.
Yeah. You all, with your unconscious prisoner in tow, will make your way to everyone's favorite interplanal bar, the Dancing Dragon, because you're in Waterdeep. There's a big plaque in the front that very proudly says that this is the original.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. This is the original one.
Is this another Ninki?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Nurse Joy and Officer, what's her name?
Jenny?
Officer Jenny. Okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, I could try and put a different bartender in here, but honestly, Ninky is the bartender of my heart, so this is what we're going with.
Ninki, do you mind if we get a key to a private room, please?
Alright, Mr. Wand, it's fine. Well, you're gonna leave it in a better state than you did the last time, huh?
Oh. I'll put in an extra coin to leave to, let's not ask any questions.
Alright. Alright, fair enough.
How much
fair
I owe you?
For no questions, and with those fools behind you, 5 gold.
You've got it.
Yeah, and I didn't prep the second floor. Use the theater of your mind. You have a very luxurious private room upstairs, only the best for the eldest son of the Wands.
By the time we get in there, my disguise will have dropped.
I'll take off the cloak and put it on the coat rack, if I imagine there is one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lovely hardwood coat rack in one corner. There are beautiful overstuffed velvet couches and chairs, a little footstool ottoman. There is a full wet bar. It's very posh.
I'm gonna start pouring a few drinks. Everybody make yourselves at home. We'll be here for a little while.
There's a roaring fireplace, a bookshelf, plenty of seating, lovely rugs.
Excuse me, Mr. Wand.
Yes, Sebastian?
First of all, how the hell do you know my name?
Tanis gave me a dossier on each of you, just to make sure that I'm fully prepared and familiar with the people I'm working with.
Oh, thank God, Tanis.
Fair enough.
Bless her.
Well, and at this point, I am now reading your mind. Sorry for being a bit on the cautious side, but it seemed odd that you seem to know us very well. And then, lo and behold, a bunch of people just happened to attack us. It's almost like we could have been led into that ambush. So, why exactly are you on our side?
Well, at least one of you is familiar with the business that my family Workswin. We're in the financial industry, at the very least. Our family is unique in that we got our start a number of decades ago by my father, Agarius, and we serve as loan providers to the community.
All right.
Particularly those who are most vulnerable to poverty, but we also have been known to service the needs of the wealthy who may have made some bad investment decisions, who need a pass. So, given that, our business has been growing in Waterdeep, and we've become one of the larger houses, but we'd like to expand our business, and Athkatla is the city of coin. I think that's very much an untapped market that we'd like to get into. However, the Cowled Wizards forbade anybody unauthorized to use magic. And we, from one method or another, we do employ magic to conduct our business, as we may need to persuade folks to follow up on the contracts that they've signed.
So, you helping us is kind of a financial investment of yours.
You guys are interested in seeing some structural changes to the government and who's in power in Athkatla. And it just so happens that those same people are the people who are prohibiting my business from entering that market. So I too would like to see some structural changes in who runs that city.
And just to be perfectly clear, not planning to betray us or backstab us at any point in the near or, medium, long term.
I don't see a reason to. Although one of you does seem to be missing.
Fucking insight check.
Also, for the
He
record,
is reading my mind. In his mind, you can tell that he is not necessarily lying or having any thoughts in his head that are contrary to what he's saying. Tanis, if you read his mind, he is thinking of Tanis and how Tanis and he have a closer relationship, and this builds upon the rapport that they have, because once the Cowled Wizards fall out of power, Tanis is likely to take power, and he may want to ally himself with Tanis. So there's something to gain for him on that front, and then you guys are doing the heavy lifting, which he needs.
I'm convinced the drinks probably aren't poisoned, unless you count alcohol as a poison.
Yeah.
In which
well, I mean,
case, it's definitely poisoned.
Arson's hard to trust, so he's just gonna pull out his own flask and start drinking from that. But he's gonna look at Richard? No, what's your name?
Victor, where is Cervantes?
He stayed in Athkatla.
Tanis didn't say he'd do that.
Yeah, that was a surprise to us as well. But I've got a few questions. Is Mr. Elias still the head of your house?
Elias disappeared into the yawning portal shortly after taking power, and he made his will decreed. And he had a vision, but he's been gone for about 6 months and hasn't quite come back from the portal.
Oh.
So I have... And Agarius has returned from his vacation, but he's retired, essentially. So the house is left in my hands while Elias is gone.
All right. And you have a rapport with my superior, Tanis. One that I guess she does keep a lot of secrets from me, but
Tanis had her own brother-in-law killed. Tanis keeps a lot of secrets.
yeah.
The person who leads the covert organization has secrets? Holy shit.
The powerful like to lean on the powerful. We work together.
All right. I'm still wary about this deal, but I guess as long as Elias's fingerprints aren't all over this, it'll be fine.
You have nothing to worry about. I'm not. I would hope that Elias's reputation does not besmirch my own. Elias made his name in the family and claimed the business with his shadier practices and more violent tendencies, but my days as a collector are past. I'm an older man now. I tend to serve more as the contract paralegal and accountant for the family. I don't go out and bust kneecaps, if you will.
Well, that's good. That's good.
But you did in the past.
Well, with Agarius in charge, you know, you're expected to contribute to the family, and that was a time before I had the seniority to do more cerebral tasks for the business.
So you're not so much loan sharks anymore. You're now a full-on official bank.
Well, we do still issue the loans, and we do service those, but we, under my leadership, I've taken a more professional and workplace appropriate approach. But but I mean, we still have our collectors who work with those who aren't fulfilling their end of the bargain. But
You seize property and products and not kneecaps.
if we can, we try. Kneecaps are absolutely the last resort.
Understandable.
Does that answer all of your questions as to who I am, and perhaps give us a chance to ask some questions to the person we have tied up here?
Yes, actually.
They're unconscious and have a mouthful of broken teeth.
Who knows how to wake them up?
Cure wounds. I just say that. I'm not doing it, but yeah. Cure wounds. I could cure wounds them. I don't know if that fixes teeth.
I'm going to walk up to the guy who's tied up, and I just point my wand in his face, and a gust of wind just... like his lips, his cheeks flap and everything.
Yeah, as that happens, bits of broken enamel and teeth fly out. It's bloody and gross. And she blinks. I wished I was dead.
I believe that. You know, I fancy myself pretty good at this, but if anyone else wants to give it a go, well, that's probably low-hanging fruit if you wanted to get some experience in the whole rigmarole of interrogating people.
I mean, I'm not so much of an interrogator. I'm an assassin. I think
You struck me as charismatic.
Yeah, but I'm more of a con man. I get interrogated, not interrogate other people.
I just didn't want to take too much of the spotlight.
You have experience. Go right ahead, Sebastian.
All right. I'm shimmy my way in front of them. Try to make eye contact.
They make eye contact with you.
There's kind of a flow to this, a good cop and a bad cop, and you know, I try to play more of the good cop angle. How are you doing? Not well, I assume.
Well, I dreamt that I was dead, and that was preferable to whatever inane and vacuous attempt you all will make at interrogating me. So, not well is the answer.
I understand. Look, there's probably just a little bit of information that we need, and then we can let you free or kill you or whatever you feel is going to be better than being in our company.
could have drowned me in the harbor, and it would be better than your company.
Oh, you're kind of mean.
See, that the faster we come to a resolution, the better the both of us are.
Yes.
How did you know where we would be? You ambushed us, right? How did you know where we would be?
She cracks her neck. And casts Disguise Self on herself. And where you saw a sort of scrawny looking human woman, you suddenly see the visage of Marika Salimchant.
So you're in leagues with the Salimchants.
This is who we got the orders from.
Great.
Is that true for all of the acolytes? Merkel, Ball, the like? Perhaps Bane, even?
There's a relationship between the dead gods and the cowled wizards. Goes back a number of years. Necromancers stick together, you know.
I can only imagine. How would you mind catching us all up on the relationship that the Salimchants have with the Dead Three?
Well, it's not so much the Salimchants as it is the cowled wizards. I think you might be mistaken as to whom is puppeting whom in that city.
Go on.
I assume that you've met both the Lord and Lady Salimchant.
Some of us have been better acquainted than others. Just assume I don't know anything.
Well, she looks out at you, and she's still wearing Marika's face. Davril, do you try and hide your initial reaction to seeing this?
I am trying to avoid eye contact as long as possible.
Okay. If she'll look out at all of you, and she's gonna pick out whoever is trying not to look at her.
I'm not looking at her.
Yeah. And she sort of chins towards Davril. Would you rather fight Richard or his lovely wife?
I mean, I've already tussled with one before. But, oh boy. Rather neither, honestly. I don't want to involve myself with the dictator, per se. But Frank is a bit terrifying as well.
Men are so easily distracted.
Feels like a generalization.
Yes, that's how people interact with the world, through generalizations, generally speaking.
You people. I guess I'm personally curious. Maybe my friends have questions as well. I've appreciated your candor so far. It's made this far easier than it could have been. How do they hold enough power to Send a half dozen or so people to their death, hunting down a couple of riffraff like this.
I think our kill count's up in the 30s now.
Let's not also forget indirect murders.
Yeah.
Hooligans, riffraff.
And you broke their special jail. It caused a riot in their city.
Oh,
Riffraff.
Nobody's.
never mind that. I think we're in the 60s. If we're counting all that.
60s.
Just
What's happened since 7 days?
Might be a little more than that.
You let that serial killer swing go too.
Do you think we broke triple digits?
We didn't let him go. Why is this narrative? Who told you this? We didn't let them go.
Fernando's out there eating folks. That's on you.
I hope he's eating the right folks.
it's probably
Like
pretty
fixing the
similar.
triple R. I was gonna get back on the street.
Yeah. Somebody make me a perception check.
God damn it. 15.
You notice that she's moving her jaw in sort of a weird way, but she did have a bunch of her teeth broken, and she had the shit shocked out of her.
Real quick, how much booze is at this wet bar?
I would say there's maybe 5 or 6 separate bottles, scotch, brandy, that sort of stuff.
I hate to waste all this booze, but I'm gonna grab 3 bottles of any random alcohol and a towel large enough to wrap her face in. Gonna use some good old-fashioned alternative interrogation techniques.
By all means.
Okay.
I said I'm an assassin, not a torturer, but I do know how to ask questions to people.
Well, you said you're an assassin, not an interrogator. You said nothing about torture.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna wrap her face in the towel, pull it back in the chair, and then pop open a bottle and dump it into her face.
She starts at first just and then
And once she starts choking, I'm going to pull the bottle up and just let her catch her breath just a little bit, and then start dumping the bottle back into her face when she's
Lars
When-
pulls a gun on Arson.
before we get to that, when you pull the towel back, she's got foam and blood at the corner of her mouth.
Oh,
And she's
fuck.
not breathing.
Oh, fucking shit.
I'll deal with you later. I try to remove any poison from her mouth. She's gonna die, but
You put your fingers in her mouth
I'm gonna try to remove it.
remove the obstruction?
This will make no. I'm not trying to save her. I'm trying to remove what's poisoning them. I'm assuming it's poison.
Oh, well, you put your hand in her mouth and you find a bunch of bloody stubs of teeth,
Outstanding.
and you find more bloody stubs of teeth, and when you go back further, you realize, make a medicine check.
Oh no.
She has purposefully choked herself to death on her own broken molars.
God.
Oh my
Well, then-
god.
Okay.
Is she dead or like is there like still a brief moment to like heal her up or she's dead?
Let's see, because I would say that she has probably made 2 death saving throws in this time. Let's see
Okay.
how dead she is.
Yeah, let me throw some alcohol on the person.
Oh, God. Damn it.
She didn't start killing herself until I poured alcohol in her face.
I mean, I was just waiting for a bad cop to show up so we could do the whole routine.
I'll do healing word
I
on
was
her.
willing to do that, cop.
You were doing a good job.
Yeah, she rolled a natural 20 on one of her death saving throws.
Oh.
Does that mean she's attempting to die or attempting to live?
She's fat.
Yeah, she was trying to kill herself and fucking failed.
Fucking failed.
I'm not done with you yet. She and Lars, make a deck save.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh,
if
my
she's
hands
casting,
are-
I will kill her.
I think she's just gonna bite your hand.
I think she was gonna gum my hand.
No, when she comes back to consciousness, she coughs and just the broken bits of blood and teeth hit you in the face. You don't take any damage, but it is gross.
Take it from somebody who works with broken bits of teeth. It is very gross.
Gross.
It's very gross.
I prestidigitate the grossness off of Lara's face because I find it gross myself.
This whole situation is disgusting, and the teeth was the least worst of it.
Yeah. Whew. All right. Okay.
You
We've all been
just
through a
let
lot.
me Die.
No, not until you
No,
answer
no,
some
not
questions first. So Richard wasn't the one who asked you to handle us as his wife. Did she specifically trying to kill us, or at least bring us back so that they could kill us? What's the deal?
She asked for you alive.
All of us?
Interesting.
No,
Looks at Davron.
him.
Operation was a success.
Not for y'all.
Well,
Is there any
I
particular
also-
reason why just Davron?
Yes, that's actually a good question.
I wonder why. I couldn't think of any possible reason why.
I've had a series of reports. They have visited the Slim Chint house in a multitude of ways, but one time, when they lived there, all of them left except Davril.
I was stealing something.
yeah, what were you
Interesting.
stealing, Davron? What were you stealing?
More soap.
I think we were
No?
literally all having a cigarette break outside the window too.
Oh yeah, because Ian used portent so that you saved your you made your con save.
Yeah, literally the only people know. Lars would know, Ian would know, some Righteous would know, but they're not here, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just soap. I stole a lot of their soap. They must be pretty upset about that.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. I do what I'm told.
I am definitely not inviting you to my estate if you're just gonna steal all the soap.
So my question is,
Fair
like,
boy.
you said the Slim Chants aren't in charge of the Cowled Wizard. Who is?
Oh. No, I said you're mistaken about who's puppeting whom. Like the Slim Chants and the Cowled Wizards.
Yes, I interpreted that as like the Slim. I thought for years we've thought the Slim Chant. No, that's giving you too much information. So the Slim Chants are not in charge of the Cowled Wizards.
No.
Hmm.
The Cowled Wizards are in charge of the Slim Chants.
Hmm. Other way around.
But then that leads to the question, who is the leader of the Cowled Wizards that truly puppets the Slim Chants?
Is she lying?
Make an insight check.
Come on. 12.
You believe him.
I'm sorry. Which one of our friends has the ability to heal this person?
That would be.
Lost does.
Yeah, but not
Be-
just heal.
Ian can also.
We really need to come up with code names.
Well, I mean,
I mean, I imagine, ball willing, you're going to kill me at the end of this, right?
Oh yes, definitely. But,
maybe. I don't like keeping you alive.
No, I'm promising that.
I don't want to be a
Okay.
pet.
Okay. Will one of you please heal them for a smidge, if you don't mind?
Oh,
For a
okay. I
smidge.
will do the same thing, pop open another bottle, and then just start dumping it in her face with the towel across the face. You know, good old-fashioned waterboarding.
No, we're not. Do we still have any questions to ask? I mean,
Oh,
Just
no,
gonna
I just
shoot them.
I need them healed a little bit to do what I want to do.
Wait, what?
Safely. Yes.
what?
Killed
Stop
a little
waterboarding! Stop waterboarding! I'm
Oh.
for fuck's sake!
Explain.
I'll walk over and I'll do a little heal
Thank you, wizard.
and fix all their teeth.
Perfect.
It was bothering me.
It is actually bothersome. And then I will cast. As soon as they're healed, I'll cast Mind Sliver. So,
They fail.
Nice.
all right. And so I'm really hoping they don't take too much damage. They're okay, right? They're okay.
No, they're unconscious again. They had 1 hit point, they got healed for 7 hit points, and then they just took 8 damage.
I overdid it. Someone heal them just a smidgen more.
No, wait.
This is the strangest interrogation I've ever seen.
No.
Dump a healing
Cure
potion
wound.
in their mouth.
No, I'll just cure wounds them.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now I will cast. That's my final move. Fast Friends, a 3rd level spell.
Best friends?
Fast Friends.
Fast friends.
What are we trying to ask them?
I have.
What save do they need to make?
I think it's a Wisdom save of 17, and they do so at disadvantage because of my
Mind Sliver.
previous Mind Sliver.
I actually do have a few questions. I'm gonna grab Sebastian and ask.
They rolled a 13.
Hey, so now they.
Can you ask if they have any other assassination groups in the city, or if they know what's going on in Athkatla?
So, because of this, while they're charmed, they undertake or perform any services or tasks that I ask of them in a friendly manner to the best of their ability. So I can set them to do a task, and they'll do it until it's complete, or if I decide to end the task. So I can just ask them in a very friendly manner to answer all of the questions that my friends have, and I do exactly that.
Answer them honestly.
Yeah, answer them honestly to the best of your ability, as though we are long friends.
A ricketous smile stretches across her gaunt little face. Friends. Ask your questions. Friends.
Do you know of any other assassination groups or assassination attempts on our lives in this city?
Personally? No.
Do you know what's going on in Athkatla?
Mayhem and murder and brutal application of force.
Perfect. Perfect.
Do the Slim Chance and Cowled Wizards know that Cervantes stayed back in the city and the rest came here?
No, we were looking for him too.
In the grand scheme of things, are the called wizards also commanding the acolytes? Or are they on even footing, or is one have more relative power than the other?
Depends on the city, friend. The cowled wizards tolerate us in the city.
Us.
And she thinks for a moment. You all destroyed Bodhi's skull, didn't you?
Sorry. And I kind of glance around the room. I'm like, anybody know what that means?
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I'm clueless.
I look at Davril and I look at Ian.
There's a little bit of ball spawn in there. We all felt it when it went.
It was indeed destroyed.
I'm sorry, what was this Bodhi skull ball spawn about?
I don't know much about the Bodhi skull, but I do know about Bodhi. They were a vampire that came to Athkatla 80 or 50 or 60 years ago. I thought they were handled by the Order of the Radiant Heart.
Is there something that you're not telling us, Lars?
No.
This isn't their interrogation. You should probably hold that up.
We'll get back to it.
Do you know? I'll ask a prisoner. Do you know when? I don't know whoever was, I guess, leading y'all. I don't know if it's you or someone else who killed. When they were supposed to contact the Salimchants, let them know that you either killed us or anything like that. How are you going to contact the Salimchant or Cowboys? I just want to know. The job is done.
The creepy wizard lady is going to use a spell to contact them. You killed my commander in the field and my friend.
Jen, the mouth twitching's really creeping me out.
If that's what you're going for, it's working.
It is!
Where are you based?
To the best of your ability. You're doing great.
C word? The C word?
The C ward.
Under a shitty little shop.
What's the shop's name?
Jack's shoe repair? It smells like feet in there all the time.
That's awful. Well, it'll smell like something different after we visit it.
How many of there are you? That's unaware.
Of me?
But I guess people at this hideout, if there's more of you, I'm assuming.
There are another half dozen reapers and 2 or 3 death's heads in charge there. Maybe 2 dozen nightblades.
I'm out of questions. Does anybody else have any questions?
Ian, you've been awfully silent.
No questions here. I care not for whoever this is.
Fair enough.
Can we end this now?
All right, yeah, we can. I will. A hand crossbow will come out of fucking my sleeve, and I will aim it at their face and fire, doing.
Yeah. You really could have, I don't know, slit their throat or something instead of shooting them in the face. But yeah,
No, this
you
this
know.
is quicker. It's just like, oh, you see a bolt, and then darkness.
Yeah, they had 11 hit points. So yes, they're dead. Um,
All right, now we know the nature of the beast.
um, she dies, and that grin just stays on her face.
Does it mean, or should we just
Wipe that off? Yeah.
I don't know, let her keep living? Maybe. Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to go down to their level.
Seems like she wanted to die.
I've already soiled my reputation enough today.
Well, I have to say that this was an unexpected start to our meeting. However, now that you're here and this has been dealt with, what is it specifically that you need to do? Is there a task that you had here in Waterdeep, or are you just staying low and you need somewhere to stay for a few days?
I mean, there is a task. I don't know the details. And I'll look to Ian, Lars, and Davril. These three have something to do here.
Let's just say an associate of ours wants us to find their daughter, and bring her home, and yeah, also try to avoid getting jumped was another reason we came here. But that didn't really work. So
Okay. So you have a task and you don't know. Do you know where you're going? Who this person is?
yeah, we know. Excuse me. We know who they are. They're. I'm trying to remember. What was the name of the event?
Bubbles.
Well, yeah, Bubbles. But there was like an event or something that was happening.
Yes.
In a couple of days.
Their name is Bubbles.
Their name is Bubbles. Let me go back to the details.
I was gonna say you did tell us like all this stuff, but it was like
Yeah,
centuries ago.
Yeah, no. This was. So my session notes for today are on page 81, and the notes for Bubbles were on page 33.
What happened? Jen?
I let you all loose in a really fun city.
Yeah.
He kind of did.
Yeah. So your job is to collect bubbles from the seated floor. Which is the temple of Ogma that is built in Waterdeep. Ian would know this, being a having grown up in Waterdeep, that this temple had been rebuilt in the city after the original temple was destroyed during all the dragon cultist shit about 15 years ago. She has run away to Waterdeep because she is a singer, and she is intending to sing at the a big summer festival that is hosted by L'Oreal Silverhand. It's hosted on the first day of summer. So there are several, like 6 weeks until the actual festival. But she is likely staying in in Waterdeep and practicing so that she can perform at this festival.
L'Oreal Silverhand still the first lady of Waterdeep?
She is.
All right.
Is this conveyed verbally?
Yeah. I'd reiterate everything that I predicted.
But how does... Is this a quest that you're on by happenstance of being here, or does this have anything to do with the Cowled Wizards?
Somewhat to do with the Cal Wizards.
At first it was, then we kind of killed somewhat of that connection to the Cal Wizards. But it's more of a personal thing that we said we'd help out with still.
This is his cloak. Point at Ivar's cloak.
Impressive. Well, regardless, my agreement with Tanis is that I will, first of all, make sure that you're safe until you depart from Waterdeep to guarantee that you can go back and do what Tanis needs you to do. And also serve as a benefactor and general assistant.
Will you be joining us in Athkatla?
Likely not. The agreement is you're here in Waterdeep, you need to lay low for a few days, I'm going to keep you safe until it's time for you to go back to Athkatla.
All right.
Because unfortunately, Dame L'Oreal and Tanis can't protect you here.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Good to have an ally here, actually.
Yes, much appreciated.
I'm your Waterdeep friend.
Waterdeep friend. I actually wasn't expecting Tanis to have a connection to the wands. Good to know.
Now drink to that. I take one of the drinks and put it down.
Here.
I'm giving out tequila.
It is all of the liquor in here is top shelf. And as you are going through, you notice that there's also like pre-cut fresh fruit if you want to garnish for your liquor. Like
maybe some herbs.
impressive. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You need to muddle some mint leaves in there. It's good.
Holy shit, is that a charcuterie board?
It is. Yeah. Aged meats and cheeses.
Yeah, fuck that. I'll have some Waterdeep salami and Waterdeep, I don't know, peppered cheese.
Yeah, that's good.
Taking toothpicks and olives and eating them.
Yeah.
Ian,
There are tiny little capers, cornichons.
Ian, it's I've read much about you, but much about you even eludes Tanis. But it is a pleasure to work with a fellow arcane practitioner.
Pleasure.
I haven't dropped illusion. I keep spending spell slots to maintain this myself.
Is there? We're in a hidden place. You don't have to remain disguised. I know what you look like.
You may know, but if you live here, I don't want you to see me right now.
Damn, your old man is actually pretty good. Usually I have to, and I transform myself into an old man. He's like, I have to look like this.
Anyway, just to let you know, you may have gathered from our prior combat. As a wizard, I haven't done combat or violence in a long time, but I did back in the day. I'm specialized in more transmutation magic. So, I can use it in combat, but I'm more utilitarian.
That would make two of us.
Yes. Divination, was it?
Something of that ilk, yes.
It's a handy school to be familiar with. Anyway, as far as this body is concerned, I can bury it once again. We just have to get it outside and away from eye view.
Well,
You paid Ninky extra to take care of your body.
I don't know if I made that agreement, but okay.
Oh, well, that's what Ninky thought the agreement was. She asked if you were going to leave the room a mess again.
I just asked no questions, but again, I guess no questions. Here's the body.
I'm immediately pull the bolt out of that person's face, because I'm now running low.
I guess,
Press to just take the blood away.
do they have, like, a little bell for, like, to ring for service?
Yes. In your private room, they would.
I'll, like, open the door, hold out the little bell, and go, ding 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 ding.
A a half orc comes to the door, and for those of you who've been staying in Athkatla for a long time, it is still like it's refreshing to see that it's not just humans and elves in this city. And he comes to the door, and he's quite well dressed. Concierge. He says, "Yes, Mr. Wand."
Just a few things we'll need. If you could provide us with a large burlap sack, and come back in a few minutes upon giving us the sack, and we will have something in it and for you to dispose of.
Oh, yes, Mr. Wand. Minky told me of the situation. And he gives you a roll of burlap and some rope.
I'm gonna toss it to Davril.
I'm going to
he
take it from
closes-
Davril and start.
He closes the door and just stands again with his back against it until you all are done.
To Lars and say, Lars, can I have a moment with you?
Yes, Sebastian?
And I'll just pull him over to the other side of the room. I guess it's large enough. And lean against the wall. How are you doing? I noticed that wasn't easy for you.
I took a path to be a different kind of man, and this wasn't the path I wanted to take.
What kind of man was that exactly?
Where I grew up, you had to rob to be fed. I don't want to rob people. I don't want to hurt people unless I have to. One day I made a mistake and I took a man's life needlessly. I know we've killed people on this journey, but not innocents. Not people if I can make a difference for it. That's why I filed with Amber. And just seeing that upset me.
And I want to be fair. What you just saw was upsetting. I mean, not often you see a person's will twisted against them and then shot and killed, but moments later. I feel like what you're feeling is probably more normal than not. And also, it's helpful to recognize that that person over there would have easily killed you. Hell, one of them stabbed me. If we didn't kill them out in the field earlier, well, what would have happened to that? What would have been the domino effect? These acolytes, who would have they been willing to kill? And now we know who they are. And so, perhaps there is some gray between life and death. I mean, that's what the necromancers play around with. And in this case, we might imagine that there are more pros than cons.
Maybe.
Could I be listening to this conversation while I'm wrapping up the body?
You want to?
Sure.
I'll just say, it's probably now that I should say that we're at war, and sometimes war requires casualties. This is an enemy, not a friend, not an innocent, an enemy, and they do not deserve our mercy.
Lars looks at you and just says, I don't believe I was talking with you, Arson.
You are not.
And
I
he
pour
looks at
another
Sebastian-
drink.
And he looks at Sebastian and says, there's the realities, but there are the ideal. And I strive for the ideal despite the realities.
Well said. Somebody has to.
Besides, I'm just glad I didn't have to revivify them. I'm really glad I did not have to bring somebody back just to kill them again.
It would have been a waste of diamonds.
Leave the torturing to me.
While you all are busy with this, every single piece of food off of the charcuterie board has disappeared. All of it. Like, one of you would have had like an olive halfway to their mouth and it just is gone.
Papa, you could
Dang
have
it.
left a pickle for, like, me.
Oh, hold on. And Ian, you feel her dig around in your bag for a minute. And she like, and you, Victor, you see in it nothing, and then there's just like an entire summer sausage that she stole, like just appears back on the charcuterie board. But for your perspective, it's invisible, invisible, invisible. Now there's a sausage again. Because anything she's carrying is also invisible.
Oh, I thought she was just eating it. I was like, that
No, she doesn't
little
like
monster.
reverse sword swallow it.
This is absolutely entertaining.
I'm gonna send a message to Ian. Like, I won't stand directly next to him. Like, while those three are kind of like, having their conversation. All that. I'll just message Ian. So Ian, I understand you wanted to get yourself like a mask and keep yourself hidden. Does that have anything to do with the whole stuff that you explained to us earlier back in Gotha, like where we're from? Or there's something else that we need to know about?
Do I get a reply to message?
Yeah, it's a message.
Okay. Yes. I don't wish to run into anyone I know. And if I do, I don't want them to know it was me.
You're not wanted already. I mean, you don't have to go into the details, but it's not going to add on to those who are already after us, right? Or that's something we got to be prepared for.
I had to make a choice when I came here. And that choice was on how I dealt with myself, I suppose.
Yeah, you ain't got to go into too much detail if you don't want to.
I just don't want to. I don't want to break anything, and this is a fragile place.
Understand? We'll go get you whatever you need to make sure we don't break anything.
I appreciate the help.
Okay, so it is likely moving past 7 p.m. at this point. It was late afternoon when you arrived. Accounting for the torture, it's probably a little bit after 8, actually. Accounting for the torture and the charcuterie board, the half-orc concierge very easily takes your packaged body, and she was a small, emaciated little thing anyway. Just sort of totes it over one shoulder, and rather than heading back down the main staircase where you all came up, he goes towards the back, ostensibly down a servant's passage, to rid Mr. Wand of this body.
And I'm also going to tip him.
Oh, wonderful.
10 silver. Or a gold, rather.
Thank you. Do you want them
Great service.
weighted in the harbor or disposed of in a more circumspect way.
They'll probably the more circumspect. We want to avoid the harbor area.
Oh, they offer options?
I do for Mr. Wand.
This is very nice. Body detail? Much more than what we get in Athkatha. I love Waterdeep.
But if you all would like to get rooms in the inn, that can be had.
Seems like a good idea.
There are themed rooms if you'd like.
What?
Theme room?
What are
Yeah.
the themes?
There's Under the Sea themed. It's got a waterbed and a seashell shaped bathtub. And it's decorated with starfish. And there's a little window in it, and at first you think it is like a fish tank, and really it's a little portal into the elemental plane of water. There's a room that is rustic cabin themed, and the window, there's a pot-bellied stove, fireplace, warm blankets for cuddling, and the window looks out and it shows the illusion of a snowy field and wild animals wandering through it. There is one that is just the Empress experience, which is a massive 4-poster bed, and it is has curtains of gold cloth hung from it, velvets and pillows and thick carpeting, and rather than a charcuterie board, there's like a cornucopia of fresh fruit and sparkling wine, and a marble bathtub with the faucet in the shape of a swan. There's a Wild West themed room.
Yes.
I'm taking the rest. I'm taking.
Yes. Just.
Okay, the Wild West themed room, it's the only one that's got a foyer, and the foyer part of the Wild West themed room has a saloon in it. Like you go through the swinging doors, and there's even like a floorboard that creaks when you enter. And there are just illusions of like a crusty old bartender and other cowpoke and somebody playing the piano. And then when you go past this area, as you go past that area, the illusions fade, and it is like an adobe cabin, and it's very comfortable and warm, and lots of turquoise and orange, kind of Southwest. Very comfortable.
I'm never sleeping in another place if it does not have an
Yeah, and I would say that the window in this room looks out on a vast prairie, and there's prairie grass blowing in a breeze and mountains capped with snow.
Arson is going to take the cabin thing, because that sounds neat.
Do you and Lars both reach for the doorknob at the same time?
The
Very
cabin thing?
awkward. I was going for the cabin one.
Oh, Ninky will say, well, you know that we have more than, it's
I
magic.
mean, I would-
You want one?
Yes, I would want one, please, but
I'll give you one with a more eastern exposure as opposed to a western exposure.
all right.
Ian would take the most, just a regular non-magic room.
Yeah.
Looking over Waterdeep because it's his family home. It's the one place he's wanted to go.
Yeah, if you take a magic fancy room, it'll cost you,
Oh fuck.
well, no, it costs you 10 gold for the night, and it includes breakfast the next morning. You know, it includes a meal.
Oh, we're rich. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
We are swimming. We should probably do a shopping episode this time.
The standard room costs you, with a meal, 1 gold. It's a comfortable room. It's got a handmade quilt on the bed. Looks like somebody's grandma made it. There's a little desk in one corner, and the window looks out over the city, and that's the city that you think you remember.
Yeah, Sebastian will go to the undersea room for the memes.
Yeah. There's a little crab in there, and if you press the crab, it will play music. It's like a little crab-shaped music box. When Ian goes into his room, Poppy is going to say, that was bad, right? That didn't feel good. The torture thing.
The torture?
Yeah, that didn't feel very good.
Oh. That's up to you. I suppose, a moral quandary for you to ponder. I mean, as far as I see, it would have hurt more people if they were to live. You save people with information. You can weigh it that way or any way you like, really. You can kind of over-explain anything into making moral sense.
So, bad people should die, makes sense, right? Don't hurt other people. That's bad. And
It depends. Well, the thing.
Ian, please dad better.
You're asking
No,
really the
doing
wrong
great.
person.
Doing great.
Because the thing is, what is bad, Poppy?
No.
Ian, please dad better.
Really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that if you're hurting people who can't defend themselves, that's bad. I think
I see.
if it's a person, like, I think that this question is hard.
Exactly. It's one that you always have to ask yourself, and it's one that never has a real answer. The answer is in front of you. I did a bad thing today, but I'm not a bad person. You do bad things sometimes, but you're not a bad person. People
I do
can
bad things
change.
all the time. But I don't torture people. I just steal stuff
Right.
and bite people sometimes if I don't like them.
Okay, I'll admit that's some good dadding.
Yet, I'm kind of scared.
I think that's part of growing up. But the other wonderful part is you have a group of scaredy cats with you, and we're all in this together.
You promise?
I couldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
If I were spying on Victor for an hour, what would he be doing?
I knew that there was more. I knew. There's no way we were gonna
Wonderful.
end with, is Ian a good dad or not?
I am like out of game mad. He took it out of the dad collective. That's it.
Once everybody is getting the rooms and kind of easing in. Victor would share, well, happy first day. We're easing into the evening and we can pick up business tomorrow morning after breakfast. Do know that we have some great shops in the area if you'd like something to spend your money on, whether it be touristy bibs and bobs or more substantial things. Let me know what you want to do in the morning. Either way, I'm going to retire to my mansion, and I'll be back for breakfast.
All right.
Are you gonna follow him to his mansion?
I have an arcane eye for an hour. So I'll follow him for an hour.
An arcane eye. And is that invisible?
Yep.
Wow, okay. You see him hop in his carriage and he cracks the whips, the reins, and the horses go trotting. Well, actually, he would ride in the carriage. He probably is a driver.
I was like, he drives? Wow!
Jen, how much does my driver cost per month?
Per month?
Per week, per day? I guess if I pay him per day.
So, well, if you pay him, it would be cheaper to keep him on as staff, because then you could offer him a room in the stable, like above the stable, right? Like carriage house. So you could keep him on as staff, and I would say it wouldn't cost more than like 10 or 15 gold a month if you provided lodging.
Wonderful. He'll do the reins, and you just watch him ride in his carriage along, and he pulls out the dossiers that was provided to him from Tanis on each of you, and he just starts making a few notes.
Could I do one last thing before I go to bed, or ask a question? Are we within a mile of my home as a child?
I would say yes.
I will do clairvoyance and put a invisible sensor in my family home, and just hearing, just to see if there's anything going on.
Yeah. So how close to bed? Like, how close to bedtime would you be doing this?
I'd probably honestly do it like right when after I have that conversation with Poppy, if that's the first thing I do when I go in the room, right after.
Yeah, but Poppy's not known for her patience, so that was probably the first thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you set that up, and for a little while, you just hear the sounds of cutlery, like somebody's washing up after dinner, splashing water, things being dried and put away, the crackle of a little fire, and then you hear a very familiar voice. And it's your dad's voice. And he is sort of he's asking somebody about, please don't make me do a dwarf dad voice. I don't know how to do that. But he's asking about somebody's day. And you hear the sound of sort of wheels and gears moving in the room. And you hear an even more familiar voice answering. And the other you, is talking very excitedly about the progress that you made on your invention today. And this goes on for a little while. And you realize that the other you has you're like, wait, what? And you look in the journal and you realize that in the front pages where the journal seems to be mending itself, and it's the other you's handwriting filling in, There are sketches of weapons. And in particular, something that looks to be an improved version of the guns that Lars and Cervantes have been using.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll cut off my connection and just kind of lie in bed for a moment.
Is Ian a dwarven?
No,
No?
he's a tiefling.
Any race can be a dwarven, but you gotta be adopted by dwarves to be a dwarven.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah.
Yes, he's a dwarfen. Yes.
Yeah, no, just lie down, get ready for bed, and just think, was an okay day, Dad.
Poppy will get as close under your chin as possible. Because she's sort of like an overly attached pet. She's like, my person has weird feelings right now. I have to be as close to inside their brain as I possibly can. And she just sleeps across your throat. She doesn't weigh very much, but
It's like a scarf.
yeah, it's a little scarfy hug.
Oh God, I don't want to ruin this, but Ian's got something I want, so Ian's gonna hear a knock at his door.
Yeah, I'll walk to the door. I will burn another spell slot to cast Disguise Self as the old man. Hello?
Arson is gonna look like his normal self, just like in the changeling form where he's got no mouth, and he's just gonna be like, "Really? You need to do that? Can I come in?"
Why?
I wish to discuss to you about something. It's going to be civil. I've left my weapons in my in my cabin.
Insight check. You roll a 3.
I roll. Okay, yeah, I'm telling the truth. I have no weapons on me. You even see like the certain bracer that I wear that has like the hidden hand crossbow is gone. I don't have I don't have the heavy crossbow on my back. I don't even have my armor on. I'm in like some just regular people's clothes.
Yeah, I'll open the door wider.
Poppy will ask in your brain, should I breathe on him if he acts funny?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll climb up on top of the door frame so that she's like above him when he comes in.
Do we have to have this conversation in the hallway? I'd rather be more secure than this.
Please enter.
All right.
Forgive me for being thorough.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. From one expert to another. I have a few questions for you. I'm not sure how they're going to go. Have you decided what to do with, and he's just going to, like, point at your hand, basically.
I've had one or two thoughts on how to handle the subject, ranging from using it to further a personal goal, or destroying it.
Are those the only two thoughts?
Well, we've mulled it over many times, and quite frankly, it seems like more of a burden than most things, and trust is not it's a hard thing to come by.
I understand that. I understand that. I want you to trust me, and the only way I figure I can do that is by dropping the cover names, the everything, pretty much. And, well, really, you know what I want. I want that ring. I don't want to use it. I really want to use it, but I don't want to use it.
I assume it's your job to give it to Tanis, then.
It is my job to give it to Tanis, but also
Do
I want...
you know? why Tanis wants it?
Yes, actually, I do.
Are you able to share that information?
Yes. She wants her daughter back. It's her daughter, right? She wants her daughter back. I want mine back too, but I have obligations.
It's understandable to wish for a second chance like that.
Yes. Well, the difference is my daughter is alive and hers is not.
So, why use a wish to find your daughter?
Arson's going to drop everything, explain everything to you. He retired to a plantation in southern Aim where all he did was make coffee beans, and he had an adoptive daughter. A while ago, not Slemchant, but Cowled Wizards came, burned down the plantation, and took his daughter. His real name is Raoul Telemon. And that's why he came back. To find his daughter. And
Any leads?
yeah, well, no. No. All I know is that they took her. There was only one corpse in the remains of. I trained her well, a little too well. Found a wizard with a dagger in his throat. And
That's hopeful.
she was taken by the Cowled Wizards.
I see.
I feel like I should at least confide in someone, and well,
I don't share secrets. It's safe with me.
thank you. You can call me Raoul or Arsene. Either one would work.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Raoul. I'm glad we had this talk, and I believe what you've said. No, I didn't think I would. Perhaps it's time we meet with Tanis when we return.
Yeah. I want you to know, I'm not going to attempt to steal the ring from you. If it's your choice to give it to her, it's your choice. If it's not, that's fine with me. I can live with that.
Either way, I'll let her know that you did your best.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'll leave.
Does everyone enjoy their fancy little rooms?
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. All of the snacks are thematically appropriate and delicious. The waterbed is incredible. It's like perfect Mediterranean ocean warm. And it's like you're floating. And as you get in the bed, the room automatically darkens and you just see sky above you. And that sort of perfect sky without any light pollution out on the middle of a dark ocean.
Is there like an alteration I can make? I want I want like thunderstorms in my room.
Sure, absolutely. You have that thought, and then what had been a peaceful twilight glen outside your window starts first sprinkling with rain, and then just driving sheets and cracks of lightning and thunder, and that sort of purple gloom that comes with evening thunderstorms.
If after an hour you're still spying, Victor eventually got home and he goes to his desk and just starts like working through his general ledger.
He just does paperwork.
Paperwork.
He still has a job to do. He's hanging out with y'all during the day. He's got to work at night.
He's a small business owner.
Small business.
It was super boring to watch you, but at the very least, I'm like, okay, that wasn't weird. It's not like you went and talked to some necromancer was like, "That's what I did today."
He's going through some overdue invoices, handing them to his like other brothers and sisters who need to go collect.
All right, checks out.
Any other fuckery to complete before a long rest is had? Okay. In that case, you can hit the long rest button.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
My spell
Yeah.
slots. So get me to a mask house.
I was really hoping somebody would try and open all the doors in their room and try and find Aster's shop, because I think that would be hilarious.
Aster, are you there?
Hello.
Hello?
We got money. We do need to do shopping, especially me. I need bolts.
You know, a shop where you can buy magical things in the city.
Is it my dad's shop?
Why would I make you confront the errors of your backstory?
The errors of your backstory.
Yeah, I know you have a tragic backstory, but I really need you to get over that so I can get some new things.
Aster has a deal with your
Waterdeep.
father.
Yeah,
We don't.
there's plenty of other places to shop.
Yeah, but this one has guns specifically designed.
Incredible.
It's not my fault y'all put all your backstories in Waterdeep. Now I get to torture you with all of them.
Every day's just a lore bomb.
Yes. I'm not sure how that's different than most of the times we play together, but yes. Yeah. Good game, guys.
Good game, good game.
Good game.
Good
Fuck,
game.
I was not expecting to torture someone today.
You know, I wasn't expecting you to torture anyone, really.
Some of you might have been. What's that?
I was gonna say it's like I've made that choice when I created Arson. It's like he's the kind of man who would probably torture someone to get information, and
That's what he gets paid for.
chaotic neutral or is that something evil? I don't know. At this point,
I mean, how evil is it if you is it still evil if you're torturing someone who's evil?
Yeah, that's what Ian was getting at.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill you.
know,
Yeah,
Oh,
so.
it's these arguments.
If you're doing it just because it's your job, if you're doing it just because it's your job, then it's fine.
Oh yeah, we have to do it. We have to do it. We have to. Otherwise, the bad people will win, and we can't let the bad people win. And we have to save lives, so that's why we have to make sure Guantanamo Bay works. I mean,
this is almost empty.
Yeah. The baby is like, that felt bad. That woman tried to kill herself, and you made her be alive again.
Okay. Well, objectively, if Lars was actually a piece of shit, morally speaking, we could have just killed that woman and revived her. We could have just gone like full fucking like murder her, and I was like, oh, revivify, back again. We can do this again. Like, we could have gotten worse.
Arson isn't gonna let that happen. He's just gonna let you know you healed them. I torture them to death. That's how this works. You healed them. I killed them.
Good cop,
I'm
bad
the
cop.
evil one.
Somebody could have just somebody invest in Speak with Dead.
Or
I have
Zone of
Speak with
Truth.
Dead. I have Speak with Dead. Yeah.
I have all this enchantment magic just to make people tell me stuff.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we have a guy who can fuck with people mentally? Yeah, fine, why not? That's
You know,
enough.
I wasn't expecting the one time you asked questions, you're like, oh yeah, the mid-ranked ball worshiper. That's the one I'm gonna take.
I shouldn't have killed
grab
the
it.
necromancer.
We
You
didn't
should have
ask
taken
people's
that
ranks.
wizard.
Yeah, I should.
Wrong place, the wrong
Next time. Next time we'll ask everybody to go rank.
You
Identify
should,
yourself.
you should just base it on how hard it is to kill them.
Yeah.
She had 27 hit points. The wizard had 110.
Holy crap.
Fanciest hat. Fanciest hat.
Yeah.
I wonder if I need to. I think I need to Jen, I'm gonna send you some things because during this combat I had ideas like different kinds of bolts, like
Okay.
a thunderbolt, a flame bolt, a smoke bolt, just
What
knock
the-
them out. Like it's literally a bolt but with a cork at the end instead of a bolt, instead of a spear.
What about a water bolt? Just throwing it out there.
Water
I think
bolt.
that's just a water balloon.
Hit him with it. Hit him with it.
You know what? A water balloon shot at velocity out of a crossbow would probably not be pleasant.
Probably not.
Also, very unfortunate. Some of you may have been hoping for a frontline tank or somebody who is in a soft boy. Fun fact: you get another soft boy.
All soft boys.
Oh,
Good.
All soft boys.
Maybe we should rename our group to the Soft Boys.
We are the soft
At
boys.
least until I bring metal back, because I do know I'm doing that.
Dandies
In
are
Waterdeep.
us.
In Waterdeep, it's soft boys. We struggle with soft boyism. Donate as low as $5 a month, and you can help a local soft boy.
I can't wait until you meet the people who, I'm only making the assumption that you're gonna go to first thing to the Temple of Agma, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh,
There's not a single soft person in there.
They're
They're all amazing. And, if you thought Fat Buddha was a trip.
Oh fuck! I was going to say, how about we get rid of the assassination group, the fucking cult that's trying to kill us. How about we, preemptively look like we're going to Bubbles, and then last second just go and fuck them in the ass.
Yeah, they when we asked how many of them there were, they were like, "There's a lot," and I'm just like, there's maybe some way that we could take out a lot of them, but a full-on offensive to preemptively take out our
Yeah,
problems.
you're like, how many are there? And I was like, there's a dozen.
Yep,
2
wrote it
dozen.
down.
Yeah.
At first it started out okay, like 6 readers, okay.
Oh,
That,
okay,
2 to 3
maybe-
death hands, no biggie, no biggie. 2 dozen, yeah, never mind.
All right, maybe we'll like collapse the shoe store down on everyone under there.
I do a fireball.
I have ideas, and we have very destructive people, and reading the Wheel of Time is actually very strategic, and they give me ideas.
If you all storm this fucking cobbler shop, I am activating Aura of Murder on all of them.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I've seen those stat blocks.
Yeah.
They're
Y'all are
nasty.
Y'all are getting Aura of Murder.
So
All
have
of
I. They're from Descent into Avernus, aren't
They are,
they?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't know what any of those things mean.
Aura of Murder, if you're within 5 feet of a ball worshiper, you have vulnerability to piercing damage.
The second encounter in Descent into Avernus is pretty much designed to kill like 1st to 3rd level players. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But we're 6th. Actually, did we level up?
You're level 8, dear.
We're 8.
Alright.
I actually gave you a couple levels as a present.
Alright.
You were 6 for a long time, but that's because you didn't do anything.
I will still probably ask that question.
We did
probably
things!
at the end of the session. I'm like that. I'm sorry, Jen. I'm so very sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought about giving you another level up, and then I was like, nope, not yet.
Not yet. Maybe
Not
if
yet.
we assault the...
I mean, maybe. Maybe I was looking at how much XP you got from the last 2 things that you did.
Yeah, a lot of experience points.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting. You were like, "Where's your home base?" And I'm like, "God damn it!"
I don't know. That's a very simple question. I was like, why nobody asked it? Like, maybe I'm just like.
You all kill everyone usually. I didn't have this prepped. I just thought you were gonna kill them all.
Well, like, I mean, I can speak with dead
That's
now,
fair.
Jen. Throwing it out there, I can speak with dead and revivify these people, and apparently you can interrogate, so that's on the table.
You
Have
don't
fun with
even
that.
need the rest of the body. You just need
Yeah.
the head.
But speak with them.
Ugh.
You can only ask 5 questions, and they can lie to you.
That's true. I don't. That's why I didn't like. That's why I didn't want to do it.
Fast Friends is like suggestion for a whole hour.
That
Just
Yeah.
revivify it.
Keep asking them to do stuff.
Yeah.
That's where you have one cleric ask or cast Speak with Dead, and then another one casts Zone of Truth, and then they can't lie.
Well,
If next time we level up, somebody's like, I multi-classed into cleric, I'm kicking you.
Like physically?
Jen, I'm multi-classing the bard.
And
No, I'm done multi-classing. It's either all fighter or all rogue at this point.
Yeah.
Now, if any of you are wondering why you got Victor as opposed to the other House One's family members, it's because he's the only one who has a job that he can work from home.
The rest of them are busy.
I was gonna say Elias is probably still. I don't think we ever finished that campaign. He's still in there.
Elias is still in the portal. The others are, like, one of them is, like, the salesperson who has to meet with clients every day. The other ones are, like, collectors. You have, like, another one whose role is a little more undisclosed. But, like, Victor's the only one who gets to do paperwork at home, so he's like, yeah, I can work from home, it's fine.
Yeah. He sent me the list of all of his siblings, and I was like, dope.
Oh, you guys don't know, but earlier, like a year or two ago, I ran a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Quentin's character Elias, full on just ruthless loan shark who is a wizard, and all he did was summon demons and devils.
Oh, I heard about this guy.
I would throw encounters at him, and he would immediately go Balgura and just drop a fucking demon in the middle of a fight. And it's like, okay, this is going fun now, and destroy all the drow and bullshit that I had, because apparently the Underdark is connected to the Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Elias had, like, there was no, like, zero, it was just 0 to 100 with him. If somebody owed him money and they were, like, a day late, he would just break your kneecaps.
No breaks, just straight, not even kneecaps, like, he would take the legs.
He was an evil character. He was not a good guy. But he's not here in Waterdeep, so...
I'm
Victor-
also pretty sure I gave him like a contract with the devil, which turned him into a tiefling, or at
Yeah.
least something
Yeah.
that turned him into a full-on devil.
If he comes back to Waterdeep and makes it out of that portal, his family's going to be in for a surprise. Ah, brother, you have horns and wings now.
I hate when I wake up that way.
As a tiefling main, I love when I wake up that way.
I clearly have no love for tieflings. No.
Well, until next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good games, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.